And now, without further ado, I have the distinguished honor and privilege of presenting to you the Queen of Color, the Mother of Artists, globally acclaimed, award-winning master acrylic artist, and the star of our show, Ginger Cook, as she once again mesmerizes her audience with the daring do's and don'ts of painting with acrylic. Ginger.
Hey, are we on?
Welcome to the first show of the 2018 season.
Woohoo! Woohoo, you guys. Hi, everybody. Our lovely, happy artists who have joined us for our live show today. Happy New Year's. This is kind of fun. We were going to originally do a show tonight because we figured everybody's going to be busy, but I'm glad we did, because what I want to do tonight, this should be really neat, is that we did so many wonderful videos. If you think about every week last year, we added a couple videos. There's so many videos on my channel. I bet a lot of you haven't even seen them. We're going to give away 6 original paintings tonight, small ones that I'm going to do tonight during the evening. And we're going to tell you, we're going to give them away at the end, and we're going to tell you exactly how to enter. Do not use our email for this. We have a special way to enter.
We have a special link even.
A special link, which is only...
Now, are we going to do one at a time? I had envisioned us doing one at a time. Should we have to talk about this before we got on the show? Hey, excuse us for a moment, folks. We're going to take a little sidebar here. That's what they said.
Should we do a sidebar?
Let's do a sidebar here.
Are we doing it one at a time?
Yeah.
Well, I think everybody could then enter, and then we can, after each painting, we'll do a drawing. How's that?
Yeah. They're going to enter. You have to enter each. You have to be present to win.
You have to be present to win.
You've got 3 minutes to respond after we announce the name. And we're going to do one painting. You're going to go running to fill out the form. We'll have Miss Alexa picks us a number. We'll announce the winner. They got 3 minutes to respond, and Ginger starts the next painting.
And then so they're going to fill out a form 6 times?
You betcha. They're going to work for these paintings. These paintings are valued at 50 plus.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not giving them away. They're going to work for them.
Okay, all right. So you guys, you get that. We're going to give away 6 paintings tonight. You're going to watch me do them. We're going to talk about the shows, and we're going to, we're going to do a drawing just for our live audience. But what you guys are going to get who are watching this later, and you're going, well, I wanted to win a painting, and why am I watching this? I didn't get to win anything. I'm going to actually talk about when I'm painting stuff, and I'm doing these live small 10-minute pictures. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff that people are going to pick up and learn. It's a lesson too, right? So it's sort of a combination. Goody, goody, we get to learn something, and good, good, someone's going to win something. How's that? Okay?
I think so.
So right now, I wanted to talk to you. Last night, we did the Aurora Borealis.
Great lesson.
This was really fun. If you didn't catch this was really good. This is what we did on New Year's afternoon. We've got a new time on Sundays at 2:30 instead of Sundays at 2:30, Mondays at 7:30, and we're no longer going to be doing Tuesdays. So I just wanted to give everybody a heads up on that. That's what we did last night.
Just Sunday and Mondays now.
Yeah, Sundays and Mondays is what we thought we would do better. Tonight the first one I want to do, this was one of our most popular lessons. And John, you want to come on down to my thing?
Come on down!
I think we sold the original of this.
Yeah, hold on a second.
At one of our auctions, but this is called Pots of Flowers. Now we have a link for this.
Oh yeah, that's been sold.
We have a link for this on our site today, and the girls have it too. So if you want to know about this lesson, this was really popular, and we introduced this last year. It's a really simple way to learn how to do pots, and we're going to talk about how you kind of layer colors, and Impressionism. There's so many different styles of painting, but this I would say is really Impressionism. It's not photorealism. You're not giving each little detail, but you're suggesting flowers. And I'm just going to put out my standard fare of didn't open that very well, so I guess I'm going to do this. That's what you do when you don't put caps back on. So anyway, I'm going to do that. We're going to put out some burn up. We're going to put out some different colors. John will start the timer, and I'm going to explain a little bit about
Okay, before we get going there, we have a couple questions going by here. So
okay, yeah, questions are good.
Do you realize you have to close YouTube time each time you enter? that's your setup. Most people have more than one browser window open at a time, so not knowing what you're using, you should not have to do that. With that in mind, we had another question. Ginger, is there a difference between a cool red and a warm red?
Yeah, sure. If you think about warm red would be like Cad Red Medium is a warm red, it's got yellow in it. Naphtha Crimson is a cool red, it has more blue in it. So yeah, there is a difference.
Quite the difference.
Yeah, big difference. Just depends on what you're doing. I want to just clarify something too. A lot of times you see me using Matisse paint. I use 3 brands of paint mostly on the show. I use either Matisse, Golden, or Liquitex. And mostly I use Matisse. I really like the colors in them, but all our pictures are designed to be painted with acrylics, and we also sometimes use gouache. So I mean, acrylic paint's acrylic paint. When you use student grade paint, you don't get the vibrant colors, and sometimes if you're doing reds, for instance, like a red flower, you may have to paint the flower white first, dry it, then put 2 or 3 coats of red on, where someone that's using a professional paint might just paint it red. But there's ways to get around things, okay? And a lot of times where you think you're saving money because of because ostensibly the one kind of paint maybe looks less it looks like you're saving money when you're buying a student grade paint as opposed to a professional. It takes so much more paint to get the same effect. So sometimes there's a school of thought that you really aren't, that there isn't enough saving to make it not worth the investment. But if you've got to invest in one thing, I would say invest at least in professional white. Okay, because what you're paying for is the pigments. You're basically paying for the pigments. Do you guys remember? Since I've got an audience that probably does. Do you guys remember back in the day when we were kids, cars faded a lot more? Remember that? Cars had a tendency to, I mean, not that they don't now, but I mean, there was a time when cars, after a few years, they just really, really faded. And they've got, now of course, they've got all kinds of additives they put in the paint and protectors from the sunlight to keep things from, fading. But I guess that would be an example of you kind of get what you pay for. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just don't get the pigment quality. All right, so I've got my paint out: Cad Red Medium, Magenta, Burnt Umber, Phthalo Blue, Ultramarine Blue, Purple, Yellow, and Yellow Oxide. And we're talking about this painting. And while John's explaining to you, I'm going to get my...
Yeah, we have a few more issues we want to address before we get going here.
Before we get going. Well, that's okay. I mean, I can be painting and talking, can't I? If we have to give away 2 at one time, that's not the end of the world, right?
Yeah, it is.
I just want to talk about this first. One of the things that you want to think about when you're doing any kind of pot, all right, is here's my rectangle, all right? Now, just cut off, you figure out the same thing on both sides, like this. Cut it off here and then kind of round the bottom a little bit, and you've got a pot, right? And you can just do that. You've got a pot. I mean, sometimes pots are so simple, they just do this, like a U, like the letter U, okay? But they've got to sit on the ground somehow, okay? So pots are really some of the easiest things you can do. And one of the things you want to do when you're thinking about pots is that people want to do this like it's a popcorn bowl. When they put the flowers in, that's their big favorite thing, is to do a popcorn bowl. Don't do that. You've got a pot here, okay? You see here? This is almost like a staple that we've kind of widened out. Just get a shape in your mind that you're familiar with, right? And then I'm going to curve this. I want to suggest that my pot's round. If I make a line like this, if I do this, then it looks very one-dimensional. But if I curve the line, I suggest that the pot is round. And if I make one side slightly darker than the other, okay, if I do that, like that, if I make one slightly darker, again, I'm suggesting roundness. So you get something looking three-dimensional and round by a couple of things. You have a light source, okay, you have a light source and you've got light shining somewhere on whatever you're making, and then so that side's going to be a little lighter, okay, and you've got something that's a little darker and on dark side, and then you probably have some sort of shadow, okay, that's slightly lighter than whatever the shadow is here. So that's what makes something look round. So then when you're talking about putting in your flowers, right, rather than do this popcorn ball business, right, if you imagine you've got leaves coming out of here like this, imagine you've got some different flowers in an interesting shape, right, coming down like that. You know, give it a shape, not just a ball, okay? So just think about those things, all right? That's kind of some of the stuff we learned when we did this lesson. I'm going to get out. I have these little 6x8. They're real canvases, and put that over here. They're real canvases, and when we're through with the painting session, John will take the extra paint, just kind of paint something on them, okay? That's what he does.
Okay? That's my extent of painting.
Well, that's what he does, and it helps us, and then we put them on 8x10s or 6x8s or whatever, so that we don't waste our paint. And incidentally, last night, if you were watching, here's our acrylic palette. The stickers wanted to stay on there, but the paint came off. Interesting. You watched that washed off pretty easily.
Yeah.
So as we're talking about this, okay, I think I'll do a vertical this time, because this was the actual painting we did. We got 10 minutes. John's going to set a timer, and while he's doing that, and while you're watching me paint, okay, John, will you explain how they can enter?
Yes, I'm going to do a couple more things here. You can get started.
All right, we're going to get started.
I'll give you a little extra time on this one.
Yeah, give me some extra time. We've not taught this before. All right.
So let me go back through some of these questions here.
Okay.
Those that are on an iPad, you can have more than one tab open. You have one browser, but you can open up multiple tabs.
There's one entry per person per
One
painting.
entry per person,
You can
please.
enter 6 times, but for each painting.
Yep.
Okay.
Can you put the link in the chat? It'll go in there shortly. When I close YouTube, questions, and we cannot put the link in all caps. The link that Bonnie put out there is not the one being used tonight. We're doing a Google form because we brought the server down to its knees. So wait till I put the link out there. And you need to know the word that needs to go in there. Because that's how I'm going to sort them. You will not get a number this time. It's just going to be in an Excel spreadsheet. So you'll have to trust me and the bear.
Okay.
Anybody have any other questions, John? It's a contest. I'm sorry. No, we're getting ready to do it. All right. I changed the name of my device because we have so many of that other lady. So I'm going to see if Amazon works. Amazon? Are you working?
She doesn't recognize her name?
Yeah. I just changed her
Help
name.
and feedback section of the Alexa app.
Okay.
Amazon. Give me a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
All right, we started the timer. The bear will now put in the link. Will the bear put in the link? Yes. There's the link. The word is pot. P-O-T.
Pot.
Pot.
Pot. Well,
Make sure pot is in the word. If it's not in there, that is your secret word. You won't be found because I sort by pot. That is the link. That's going to go to a Google form. Sherelle, thank you very much for the donation. We appreciate that.
listen, you guys that went over to the website last night, we want to make sure we get you all little notes. Thank you very much for donating
the guys
last
that donated directly to the PayPal.
The PayPal on our website, thank you so much. We had to do a big paint order last night.
So we spent all that money.
It all went to paint, you guys. I promise you, it all went to paint. Okay. So fun, right? It all went to paint. Okay. So let's see. What can I be painting with here? I'm going to take something. I'm going to have some fun with this, right? I don't know. I'm getting started on this, John. I'm just going to, let me move this out of the way now. So it's kind of, I need a piece of paper underneath me, you know that I can kind of go over the edges with. That's what, somebody's wondering what I'm using. I'm using one of these little art Sherpa brushes for my daughter. This was a, I don't know what she uses it for, but I'm using it for, this is called a scrubber. Well, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm scrubbing with it. Do you see that?
Make
Making
sure
little
you guys
circles?
are using the right link
Okay.
because it is working. Entries are coming in. I've got 13 entries so far.
Okay, so I'm using a little scrubber here.
Is that one of the,
That's one of the little Sherpa brushes.
see, I knew you'd find a use for them.
Yeah, well, this one, yeah, it's kind of nice. You know, there you go. That's perfect for this size canvas too, right? Okay, so we're just gonna, you know, kind of have fun here. Gonna just paint something like this. I'm gonna use the hair dryer here in a second, and this is fun. I mean, sometimes you might just, you know, maybe give yourself a 20-minute challenge. You know, what can you paint in 20 minutes? You know what I'm saying? And just see, and then just give yourself that. That's kind of an interesting thing to do, and might be fun. All right, I'm going to just take a minute and dry this while John's explaining. John, explain more about the contest because I know we've got more people coming.
Okay, I don't know why the link's not working. I will put the long link in there too. That's the shortened one that Google assigned to us. So let me give the long one as well. We've got over 140 people in there already, so it is working.
So, you know.
Hold on a second. You're muted. Okay, I just entered in the long form, so try that one.
Well, this is an experiment, you guys. We're going to see how this works, right?
It was working better than the secret word is pot, P-O-T.
Okay. I wonder where we came up with that. Where do you suppose we came up with the secret word?
Well, I'm looking at 3 pots. I'm thinking it had something to do with it.
Oh, John, you just never cease to amaze me, darling.
I'm telling you, I'm clever.
He is. Isn't he just the cleverest one here? Okay.
This you are just entering in the chance to win this one.
That's all you're winning is this one, but we're going to be doing some others. And again, we're reviewing lessons from the past, right? We want to, you know, say that that's important. I'm just still fooling around with my cold here.
Yeah, you got that flu shot.
I got that flu shot, and it just made it worse. That was really probably one of the dumber things I did. Not that I want to talk anybody else out of one. For me, I still was slightly sick from the flu. And
we have 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes on the
timer.
timer.
Well, you know what? That's too bad. I'm going to just finish this painting.
Hey, no. 10-minute paint. I gave you 2 minutes to start with.
Yeah, but I needed more time because these are bigger. Sorry. I need more time. I won't be able to do it in 2 minutes. Well,
you need to be thinking about your paintings.
Well, too bad. I'm thinking
is this how it's going to be in 2018?
This is how it's going to be.
I mean, this is day one. We have 364 more of these to go.
Yeah. Sorry. That's what it is.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Ginger, why are you using the yellow and the purple?
Well, yellow and yellow's very tricky to paint with. Yellow only paints well over white. Okay, and so basically, what I'm doing now is I wanted to save some yellow out because I'm going to have some yellow flowers, and I figured it was my thought on it was that perhaps if I did that. If I saved it out, that the yellow would have some yellow flowers.
Oh, I like
somewhere
the blue.
Here. You know, that was my thought. But I don't know if I can do this in 10, John, so too bad.
Okay, hey, we can do this. Whatever you go over here, you know, by the time we're done, you get a 60 minutes total that you can use.
Okay, all right.
So if you end up with only 1 minute for the last painting.
Well, no, you can't be making up rules for me. Nobody gets to do that.
Hey, what do you mean I don't get it? Hey, my game, my rules.
No, it's my... Where did you just fall off a truck?
No turnip trucks here.
You're getting very pushy.
Hey,
you know, very pushy.
If I don't set the standard for the first part of the year, it's going to go downhill.
Well, climb back in the car, Don. This is not working. I just mean set the standard. What did you? Who made you the art police?
That would be you.
Well, I lied. I changed my mind.
You told me I get to be in charge. You said me and the bear get to take over for the year.
I didn't say that. I'm sure you misunderstood me. I'm sure that there was none of that was said. I'm pretty sure none of that was said.
I believe it was.
I don't think so. All right, here we're going to go.
Ooh, yellow flowers with a yellow background. How cool is that?
Well, because they're going to show up.
I know they will. I don't doubt it by the time you're done with it.
So they're going to show up here like this, and it's going to go over just a little bit. I can already tell what's going to happen. I can already tell, but we're going to just do something like that, and then we're going to put some little bit of, going to put some little green leaves in here like this. Like this,
Ooh,
and the brighter green leaves.
Yeah. Almost a golf course green.
Well, yeah, but that can absolutely work on something like this because it's nice and close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then it probably, let's do some magenta and white here on this one. Oh, maybe some cad red medium. I can see already we need to make it darker. And I need a smaller brush. There we go. We're going to just see, I painted the pots, but something like this, even in 10 minutes, I would like more drying time than I'm getting with these. John, just really, I'm sorry.
I plugged in your hairdryer for you.
Yeah, but I need more drying time than what I've got.
Okay, do you want a 12-minute timer?
I think I'm going to need at least a 12-minute timer for something like this. I got to tell you, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need a little 12-minute timer.
I use, on the backgrounds, when I do the backgrounds, I use that big, wide Sherpa brush. I love that thing.
Oh, and somebody was saying, and I want to just mention this, somebody was saying that they paid $45 for the Sherpa varnish brush, and how much are they supposed to be, John?
$17.85 or something on the brush guys.
Yeah.
And that is a great brush. The varnish brush.
I have never bought a varnish brush specifically in my life like that, but I was really impressed with that one. Okay. Okay, so let's see where else we're going to go with that.
How much time's left on the timer?
Here are your timers.
Ooh. 1 minute.
1 minute? Well, you know what? Like I say, we're not going to make it.
We're going to go over.
I'm feeling pressure. And
I'm
starting over.
Oh, no.
I may not do this one at all.
We're just going to throw this one out. Okay, just throw it out.
I may start over. I can work on it, but I can't if you're going to pressure me. Can't do it. If you're going to pressure me, then I got to start over.
It's not me. Talk to Amazon. She's the one pressuring you now.
I'm feeling pressured now, kid. And so we don't like that, so we're going to just keep going here. All right, so I'm feeling a little pressured on this. And where's my other colors? I'm feeling
She's a professional. Now. She doesn't like to be rushed.
No,
that's from Gail.
I don't. Really, I mean, it's like painting when you're on fire. It's just not fun. Even though we thought up the game, and I don't mind doing it, but it's just too much. All right, because you see, I mean, my acrylics are drying darker, but they're not drying enough. Okay. All right, so Ginger's scrapping this one.
Really?
Starting again. Start again. Yep, that's scrapping it.
Amazon?
Start again. Sorry, you guys.
New timer.
Ginger scrapped it. And that, you got to know, I mean, they either have to dry it or scrap it, so we're starting again. All right, so we're going to go back to plan A here. Let's see, I need a different.
Amazon, stop timer.
Stop timer, do another one. Sorry, you guys, but that one wasn't working. I'm not going to send out for anybody a piece of crummy artwork, so there you go.
All right, not a problem. How much time do you want?
I need 12 minutes at least.
You want 12 or you want, hey, let's go 13.
Okay.
Lucky 13.
Let's go 13 because I'm really not, I don't mind doing this, John, but I need a little more time.
Not a problem. 13 it is.
Okay,
Amazon, set a timer for 13 minutes.
All right, now we're going to start again, you guys, and we're going to scrap it. Starting again. Now where's the white?
Not a problem.
Well, you know what? I will.
Can I have the scrap? No, sorry, the scrap ones go to the bear.
The scrap ones will get repainted and done something with, but all right. So moving along. All right, so we're gonna. All right, that's nice. I like this. Let's just do blue. A little bit of blue. Ooh, that's pretty. I like blue pots. Let's do a blue pot. All right, there, I've got a new plan. Blue pots. Blue pots. All right, here's some ultramarine blue. So anyway, yeah, that's, you know, you can sit there and you can beat a dead horse, or you can just sit there. Either you have to dry it with the hair dryer. In this case, we're not going to take the time to do that and start again. But at some point, you've got to know what happens to your paint when there's a point of no return. Does that make sense? When you're not going to be able to do anything with your paint. Does that make sense? At some point, you'll find that. Now, see, I want to say that this pot's behind here. We've got this tall one right here.
No, you don't have to enter again. It's still pots.
It's still pots. You're all entered. And we gave you more time to enter, so if you haven't entered
Yeah,
this
because
one
this is
yet,
the first one.
this is
Right
still
now
the
I've got
first
314 entries out of 400 people, so somebody's not participating.
one. Okay, and how do they participate, John? If they were just, can they participate if they're on their phone? How does that work?
Well, if they can get to the link, they can participate.
All right, now I'm going to just stop and dry that.
That's
Okay.
the long form. Okay, silence, you go. All right, we'll give her a little extra time. Well, the whole idea is to see what can happen in 10 minutes. How do you know what color to use for the background underpainting? Depends on, it's the color under the color. You want to talk about how you choose the background color?
Well, it just depends what I'm painting. For instance, in this one, I think we had a dark green. I mean, I don't remember. You know, it changes for me all the time, you guys. So part of it is that you could just, you need something. It's much easier to paint on canvas that's got paint on it. The gesso that they use anymore on canvas is, and even the real expensive canvas, is not always friendly to your paint, and you need a coat of paint on there, acrylic paint, to let it just sort of dry, and let that paint dry. So it's so much easier to paint over dried acrylic paint than over gesso. People think, well, I should re-gesso my canvas. No, don't do that. Just paint it a color and keep going. Okay, you really don't want to do that. Okay, so we're going to say here's our.
Gina would like to know if we try our 10-minute paintings on our own, would that help us improve?
Yes, it would help you improve. Absolutely, that absolutely. Just and you've got to be willing to say, okay, that's what I did in 10 minutes. Either you like it or you don't, and it's okay, right? But you've got to take the pressure off yourself. In other words, it can't be a judgmental thing. If you don't think it's any good, that's what you did in 10 minutes. Do it again, right? All right. Rather than keep working on the one, just say, okay, that's what I did in 10 minutes. And I think on those kinds of things, it's probably better not even to show them anybody. You know what I mean? If you did it just as an exercise for yourself, okay, that can be very effective. All right. Now you see, I'm liking this better. Let's see. I think I'm going to change the color of this pot. I had it blue, but I think I'll make this a brown one, because that's a nice color next to this. So I've already changed my mind, but that's all right. I'm just going to say I want this pot. See, I've dried it. So once something's dried, if it's dry, you can play. If it's still wet, then you get mud. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So you've got to know when you can dry stuff. As long as if you're into blues, you can fool around with greens and not dry it because they're right next to each other. Okay. So I've got these 3 little pots, and now I'm going to put some sort of little shadow underneath them, so that to kind of anchor them to wherever we are. Right. Going to anchor our little pots here, and say that there's a. Let's oh, this is nice. Yeah, we'll do that, and I'll do this. Gonna make a light source. Okay, and maybe on this pot we'll put a couple of little things like this. I want you to see that it's, make it a little bit darker underneath here, kind of darken the shadow. Okay, see what I'm doing? I mean, this is just real simple stuff, but it kind of, what I think what something like this does, it helps you kind of understand shadows, understand shading, this kind of thing. All right, so we're gonna start with some dark green. How am I doing on time now? Better?
You got 7 minutes.
Oh, see, I'm feeling better about this now already. So I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna just start some dark green in here like this. Put some leaves.
What are some good paint brushes for new painters?
Well, some of the best paintbrush for new painters, it's really the ruby satin silver short-handled brushes. A couple of these, the short-handled brushes, are awesome. Okay. Really, really good. I really like those a lot. And let's see, what do we want to have coming out of this one? That'd be 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch short handled. And if you go to a company called the Brush Guys, okay?
Brushguys.com.
Brushguys.com. What you're going to find is that we get not only they have really excellent prices on the brushes, they ship all over the world for one price. Their one international shipping price, which I think is really good, right? And if you use my name, Ginger Cook, all one word, you get like a 5% discount. I do that too. I use my name, get a 5% discount. And it doesn't matter whether you're buying anywhere on the site. You can go to my teacher's page and find brushes I recommend, or you can go to the Art Sherpa, my daughter's page. It doesn't really matter. You'll still get
the discount.
You'll still get the discount. Okay. All right. Now, all right. So now we're talking about. Now we've got at least something that I could feel fairly decent about sharing with you guys. Okay. Let's see what happened here. All right, here we go. A little bit of light blue. Just come on down here like that. With a little bit of brown in. Okay, so here's our light blue.
Ruby satin silver.
Yeah, these are ruby satin silver short-handled angle brushes, and I really like them a lot. You see me use these all the time, and I think they're really, really awesomely good brushes. Really, really nice. Okay, now I'm saying. Here we just had water on that and saying that there's a shadow here on the pot here from this. There, where's with that brush, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to dry that real quick, then we'll put the flowers on. And again, this lesson here, you sent a link to this lesson on how to do this.
Did the moderators get the link to the lessons? You guys got the link to the lesson that these are relating to. The 6 paintings are all coming from lessons that she's going back over. You all dry?
Yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
It just had to dry enough so I could get the flowers on it, right? Okay. All right, so we're going to put...
That's not linen on that one. That's a canvas one, isn't it?
This canvas?
We do have some linen 6x8s, but there's not very many of them.
Yeah, they're more expensive, and the linen, I like linen. I mean, in a perfect world, linen's lovely to paint on.
It's very smooth.
Yeah. Okay, now the gold is nice. Now you start with the gold, and then you come back here with the light yellow, and that's your highlight color. See that? The light color goes on top, and the dark color goes underneath like that. Okay. Sorry. That's plant 1. Now let's see. Let's put.
Thank you, Miss Becky, for the donation. Happy New Year, John and Ginger.
Oh,
Notice
thank you,
I got
guys.
first billing, John and Ginger.
Oh yeah, look at that, John. Good for you.
She knows which side her bread is buttered on.
Oh, good. All right. So now look. So we're going to say this is our.
And Miss Becky would join us in end of January for the big Christmas cruise, birthday cruise.
Oh, Becky, did you guys know that Becky? Did you guys hear what happened to Becky? Oh my gosh! All right, Becky, can I tell what happened to
you? Sure. She said yes. She's not in her head. I can see her.
All right. Listen, you will not believe what happened to Becky when we had the floods here. Becky's the gal. If you're trying to remember her, she's the artist that did that cool cowboy with the Texas flag in the flood.
In the flood.
In the flood. You guys remember seeing that one? So so anyway, so Becky, Houston had that terrible flood a few months ago, and Becky's was one of the houses that got inundated, had to be totally replaced because of the flood. So come Christmas, and she's living with her daughter and her grandkids till her house is finished. It's supposed to be finished mid-February, okay? And the plumber comes the day after Christmas to fix something.
At the daughter's house.
At the daughter's house, okay? And see, now, come on, isn't this a nicer painting, you guys? I'm sorry.
Oh, that first one's just garbage.
Yeah, the first one we just had.
I can't even believe you're showing that first one.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed.
Yeah, look at that. See, isn't that pretty?
That's gorgeous.
See, and then I always have a few little petals down here, and you want to make sure they're level. If you want to say they're falling, they're straight down, and otherwise they're level if they've hit the ground.
Oh, we caught one in the air.
You got one falling. All right, so anyway, what happened to Becky? What happened to Becky? So, apparently that's some sort of water leak, right, in their house, okay? And so
in the daughter's house.
In the daughter's house, yeah. And anyway, in the daughter's house, and he was sweating the pipes, and he caught the whole house on fire. And within 8 minutes, it was gone. They got the grandkids out.
Everybody out, but one kitty cat didn't make it.
But one cat didn't make it out, and
so we're hoping that 2018 will be a better
wish
year
Becky. So
for
here's
Miss
Becky's
Becky.
giving us a donation. I just feel terrible, Becky. I appreciate it very much, but somebody should be sending Becky donations. I'm sorry. So she will be back in her house, lickety split. We're thinking pretty soon, and you'll notice I'm just doing this very simply so you guys can see the principle behind. You put the dark underneath. And then you put the light on top.
Ooh, a little baby breath going on there now.
Yeah, a little bit of something here. We're gonna just run this out here. How's my time? How's I doing on time? Is she?
Do you really want me to tell you, or would you rather be surprised?
I guess I'm going to be surprised.
You're
right?
going to be surprised.
Okay. All right. So there we go. See, that's
Yes, this is still the pot contest. This is still #1 contest.
It's still #1 contest. Now
we're going to torment you more.
Now look, see, I'm re-adding the shadow here because I need a little more contrast. And notice I'm pinching the brush using the back of my brush like this, and I'll come right under the lid here to suggest a shadow.
I call that a lip myself, not a lid, but
a lip or something. Lip, yeah, lip. Yeah, that's it. Well, it's been a long day, darling. I don't know why. I've just been sitting around all day eating bonbons and playing computer games all day. So I can't tell you why it has been a long day. I guess that's it.
Off. Your 13 minutes is up, ma'am.
All right, now here's what you want. If you're going to say that there's a light, it would be in shadow on this side. So you put a white line, you'd put a shadow there. And just for the fun of it, we're just going to darken. I want to show you.
All right, no more entries for this painting. She can finish up as we tally the first round.
Okay, and I'll finish us up a little bit. So there is that's our painting. And then I want to even come back here with white and do a few more bits of white up here on the painting, up here like that. Just because this was wet when I did it.
Oh, how fun is this?
So all right, so all right. I'm signing that now, you guys. That's our how to do a few little pots. This was let's date this too. What is the day on this? This is 1/1, right? 18?
Yes, it is 1/1/2018.
Okay. All right, we're just dating that, right? So you'll know that this is, what you won. And all right, so now we're tallying it up. So how's this working? Right, John? How's this working?
Well, it seems like it's working well.
It is.
Seems to be.
Yeah, you're sure, right? Everybody's happy?
I'm happy. They didn't bring our server down underneath. We went to Google server instead.
Okay. Shadows are generally a little bit lighter as they get away from whatever they're in shadow from.
Right.
Okay.
Well, this is interesting. The people did not enter the correct word. I like that.
What did they enter?
I have cattle, drawing, flowers, paint.
Did anybody enter pot?
Yeah.
Did we get anybody entering pot? We did, right?
I will take a pat.
Okay.
Let's do this.
All right.
We'll have to do this.
All right. You've got at least something, right?
Yeah, let's see how many people didn't get it right.
Our instructions must suck if people didn't get it too right here.
Well, it's pretty simple. Interesting.
Sometimes you can just pop something up occasionally, do something like this. Just doing a, there we go.
All right, we're going to go for the first winner.
All right, where's our first winner. All right, it was based on this lesson. If you guys want to know how to do, quick, easy flowers and pots, I've got a whole video on this on YouTube. And this is what we did in our 10 to 12 minutes. Yeah?
Alexa, no, sorry, not you.
It's it's computer, right? This is what you're doing
No,
next?
it's Amazon. Amazon, pick a number between 1 and 390.
Your random number between 1 and 390 is 256.
256 for number 1 pot.
Okay, so there we go. We just hope everybody likes this, enjoys this picture.
Joyce Justice.
Joyce, congratulations.
Joyce Justice, you have won the first one.
Wow, congratulations. We're very happy that you
So
won.
please let me know that you're out there. Joyce Justice. And we'll highlight that.
See how you just, a few little highlights, bringing out the light and the dark? You guys, that's
Joyce Justice won the potted flowers.
potted flowers, right? So Justice won that. She won that. Joyce won that, right?
I like that one.
All right. So
that was the first round, guys. What do you think?
That's the first round. I think that was pretty good. And I'm just kind of finishing this up here like that at the pot. All right. So Joyce, congratulations. And
Joyce Justice won the first one. So Joyce, please go to our website, gingercooklive.gallery, and use the contact us form to send us your mailing address. And please tell us that you won the pots.
Yeah, tell us what you won. We don't want to send the wrong ones out. Right? Is she there, John? Is she there?
Well, it's scrolling by so fast, I have no idea.
We don't know. So we're thinking that she's there. All right. So
Yeah.
we're ready for our next one? Okay, so there you go, you guys. That's there it is.
There it is, number 1.
And I just want to say it's so much better than what we started with.
You got the first one?
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
Just bring it up there. Let's just have a little
I
comparison.
want you to see how much better it is, when things dry. See?
Wait.
This was a
You
hot
gotta
mess.
wait. Jeez, OP.
See, this is nice. This is a hot mess. It's okay. Just know when you've got a hot mess and start over, right?
Just throw it out.
Just throw it out. When in doubt, throw it out. Moving on.
That's one you just needed to burn.
Yeah, that's what you call fire sale. Just all right. So now,
What's
the
next?
next one, another lesson that we did. This is kind of going back to 2017 on YouTube. These are lessons you can find. One of the ones that everybody quite loved.
Oh, I
was
love that one.
these wild horses.
So you know what the key word's going to be? I don't know. Are you going to do a horse?
Yeah, we're gonna do horses. We're gonna
Okay,
do
so it's
something.
gonna be horse.
The horses, right?
Horsies.
Wild horses, right? And we're gonna use our Posca pens.
Oh,
Probably, and to do the outlining, because we did do a little bit of that. In the meantime, we're just gonna draw in a few little. We're just gonna draw in some sort of fancy little horsey. How's that, right?
Okay, wait.
Kind of based off of this, right? Should we do that?
All right.
All right. So if you want to know how to do this, this is free lesson on YouTube. We can just suggest again the links there. This was one of our real popular lessons on abstracts. Let's do this.
She will get the red slash on the painting before it's, she lets that dry. Don't worry about the red slash.
Red slash will go in there for sure.
We check them all before we seal them.
And we'll varnish everything before we mail it. This is what we finish. And actually, I think that's nice. I like that one. So, see, every once in a while you got it. All right. So, we ready for a horsey?
How much time you want, boss?
I want 14 minutes.
14 minutes. She's gonna go 14. Amazon, give me a timer for 14 minutes.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. So I'm going to. This is a general.
14 minutes. Starting now.
This is a Conti white charcoal.
The word is horses.
Horses. That's the word, right?
Horses. Not cattle, not anything else, please. Horses. That's how I got to find these guys. Horses. If you don't have horses, you won't be entered because you won't find it. Horse.
All
Can
right.
you refresh the page to enter? I think you can. Try it and see. No idea.
Let us
Never tried
know.
that.
Tell us how you did it, right? So we're going to say this is
There's
our.
the link again.
There's the link again. Let's see. What can we do? Can we, You know, so we want to do that, right?
It looks like you've done horses before, I can tell.
Yeah, can you tell?
See, I should have taken this down to like 6 minutes.
Yeah, you probably can, and I may get this finished ahead of time, right? Okay? But one of the things that we're going to do is that because yellow only paints over white, right? We've got to paint some stuff white first. Okay, so I'm going to just this is what, you know, we're doing an abstract, and mostly people say, what color underpainting do you have to do? You're going to find that your underpainting, your paints will paint over an awful lot of different stuff, okay? They just will. You've got a lot of leeway here as far as, you know, what you can paint under and stuff like that. I want you to know that. So we're just doing a little abstract here. Let's see what I got here. A little bit of green here.
When I do the search, I'll be searching for HORS, so you can do horsey, wild horses. Just make sure horse is in there in some way.
So we're just gonna, again, we're just this is sort of based, you know, loosely on our abstract that we did, right? And
modern abstract.
Kind of a modern abstract, you know what I mean? We're just kind of doing it like that, but I want you to just see how you can kind of be loose. We had a really good time. We picked up lots of new subscribers last year, and we're very appreciative of everybody that's hung in there with us and, you know, watched some of our stuff.
Some of our stuff.
You know,
these are high quality lessons. These aren't just stuff.
Well, I know, but you know.
No, I don't know.
Well,
we offer some top quality education with personal art coaching by the Queen of Color.
Yeah, all right. Now I've got it this far. Do you see what I'm saying? I've got it this far. And because red and green are complements, I'd be very careful not to get that red too close to the green or I'll end up with brown. So I'm going to just take a second and dry this, all right?
Go. Have to mute her.
Keep going down here for it. It's right here. All right.
All right, everybody entering? Looks like it. The count's going way up. Whose name is Mr. Ed? He's a horse, of course. So if you haven't been to our website, gingercooklive.gallery, prices are going up as soon as I get a chance to get them up. So if you get in there now before probably tonight, later tonight or tomorrow, you might get in at the old prices because I haven't changed them yet. Chris had a great question. Wait a minute.
What was our question?
What was Ginger's, hold on a second. What was Ginger's most fun tutorial she did in 2017?
Oh, I think the most fun tutorial I did in 2017 is our books.
Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah.
Are you backed up enough to show that?
No, I'm not, because all of a sudden you're popping things up there.
Well, you asked the question. Back it up.
I'm backing it up. Okay,
Backed
hold
up?
it off to
This was probably my favorite painting for 2014 or 2017. It was it's books, and it's on our website for our Academy members, and we've had several people do it, and you guys are knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
I'm telling you what, we've had some fantastic members have been able to paint this, and I think they surprised themselves. Instruction on it's like 5.5 hour lesson. That's my favorite one of 2017, probably. And I'm keeping that one for my own collection. We're not selling that. I'm keeping that one, okay?
Yeah, that one will not be up on auction anytime soon.
Okay, so here's a little...
Somebody asked the rule, you see the question about the newsletter. If you do not want a newsletter, please say no. It costs us money to have you in there. If you don't want to hear from us, no hard feelings, we won't talk to you.
Yeah, at some point, you know, they start charging you for newsletters, and you know, we love you, but not that much, right?
Nothing
not
personal.
To the point where we have to pay you to pay to send you a newsletter that you don't want. We really don't want to do that. Okay. I mean, I got to promise you that we really don't want to do that. Okay.
That's a different color horse. That's a horse of a different color.
I knew you were going to say that. You couldn't resist, could you?
I couldn't. Well, you're painting it. It's got to be a horse of a different color.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. Now, those that just showed up, remember having a little contest here. What was it? It's a giveaway, no contest.
It's not a giveaway. It's a giveaway.
It's a giveaway.
We're doing a random drawing giveaway.
Random drawing giveaway on this particular painting that if you don't know what it is,
It's
wait.
there's a lesson on YouTube. We're going back and reviewing some of our lessons. We have hundreds of them, but we picked 6 tonight. We're going back and kind of reviewing some of those, right? And saying that that these are some of the lessons. If you haven't seen them, we're going to suggest you might want to take a look, right? And these are we're giving these pictures away. We're giving away the paintings as a just something kind of fun. Just thank you guys, appreciation thing, right? And that's what's going on here. If anybody wants to know, this is kind of what we're doing here.
Somebody wants to know how to get a newsletter, just enter the contest here and enter yes for you would like a newsletter. How
if we ever
do
get around to sending any newsletters out, I don't know what you're also afraid of newsletters, because we haven't sent one out in 3 months. But we always have good intentions.
We do have good intentions. We have great intentions.
We really do.
I think we did 3 months in a row, didn't we?
Yeah.
3 months in a row, right on time.
We did. And then we didn't. It was one of those things we did, and then we didn't.
Do we negate our previous yes on receiving the newsletter if we answer no on the next one? Yes, you will. If I see a no anywhere, you will be removed. If your name has a no, you will be removed.
Yeah, we trust me. You're okay. We're not trying to bombard you with
Which you're lucky to get one newsletter a month out of us, because we have not done it now for 3 months, like she said. And somebody said, yeah, you can do newsletters for free, but if you don't use the service, your newsletters don't go out. Meaning like MailChimp or Constant Contact or something. So we use MailChimp currently, and we're evaluating that. But they charge by how many subscribers you have. So if you don't want it, no hard feelings, like I said.
Okay. Sounds like a plan to me. All right, now let me dry this, and then we can add more detail. So I'm going to dry it, right?
Yep, go ahead. All right, I hope the link's been working for everybody. This is number 2. The keyword is horse or horses or wild horse. Just make sure the word horse is in there somewhere. See if there's any other questions. Can you please put the links for the YouTube lessons and info more? Yeah, we will link, Candy, we'll put all the links into the description once the show's over and we finish it up. And we'll change the thumbnail and everything. Well, you don't need it anymore, apparently.
Well, no, but I want to be able to show it. So I'm going to need it. All right. Sorry, but I am going to need it.
You act like it's easy to get on my little trap anymore.
Oh, no.
It's not. Next week, maybe. Where'd it go? Oh, over here.
Over here. I just want, people are going to come, they're going to want to see it, and they're going to go, what happened to that? I'm going to go.
Put all the links into the description when the video's done.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like my kid, Like happen.
Yeah? Is that what
You
that
still have
sounds-
time to enter for this horsey one.
You still have time to enter for the horsey one if you know somebody that likes horsies.
Did Ginger say that yellow can only go over white?
It doesn't show up well unless it's over white.
It just shows up a little bit more muted.
It just isn't. If it's over white, it really is bright, and if it isn't over white, it isn't. How's that?
I think I understand what you're saying.
I mean, you can paint over anything, but just.
Ooh, they think I need some cheese because I've been whining. I could use some cheese. Did we get some cheese in our little basket?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
I think we did.
Well, maybe after this we're going to break into that basket. Question, how do we enter the giveaway? Somebody must have just joined us.
Somebody just joined us? Okay.
Well, let's throw the link up there one more time with feeling. Mine goes in under 10-minute painting. John, is that okay? Yeah, that's just a form. We're giving her more time. Speaking of time,
Well, I'm
time.
giving these away. I want you guys to have something nice. How's that? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
I feel like if I'm going to be giving these away for you, that it ought to be, it ought to be something that you feel good about having. That's kind of my feeling about it.
Hans is going to be leaving San Diego in a few days to Bangladesh and is going to introduce my friends to Ginger and John.
Oh, are you? That'll be fun.
Bangladesh.
All right.
The magic word is horse.
Magic word is horse. We're doing some great horsey stuff here.
Do the winners need to confirm when they won within 3 minutes? No, 5 minutes. But as fast as it goes scrolling through there, I didn't get to see, who was it? Joyce. So.
Okay, so now.
Hopefully it'll work out.
Well, what's not to work out, right?
It'll all work out.
It'll all work out.
Everything works out.
All right, need more white paint. I'm going to have to do another palette soon. All right, so we're going to keep going with this.
You're making a hot mess over there on that palette.
I am. I'm going to draw it one more time and then come back with the pens, with the Posca pens, right? All right, so here we go.
So the only brush you've been using tonight is your angle brush?
Yeah, that's all I've been using.
So it's been a one-brush night?
That's pretty much, it's been a one-brush, it's pretty much been a one-brush night. Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely.
Positively.
Okay, again, we're talking about abstracts here. Okay, so now, I like all the colors in that, don't you?
Yeah.
That's great. I'm loving these, right? Okay, so now.
Thank you, Zoe. Joy Justice did acknowledge her win. Somebody else saw it.
Oh, great. She won. Yeah. Good. All right. All right, now I'm going to dry this, go back with the Posca pens. What do you guys think? This is based off of this lesson.
Hold that up a little bit. Good.
See? And I'm going to go ahead and dry this. I'm going to show you how to use the Posca pens and have fun with this, right?
All right.
Okay, I'm going to dry this.
Okay, so you're going to dry that. We're going to finish up this one. This will be number 2. And the excitement is in the air, I can tell. All right, she finished that up. What size ruby satin is she using? If you can only get one, 3/8 inch. Get the 3/8 ruby satin. If you can only get one of the 1/4 inch rubies, would you get 3/8?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so let's see how let's see if this is going to work now, right? Oh yeah, that's going to work.
3/8 inch angle. Try getting the link again. Let's see. Any abstract painting tips for somebody with OCD? Don't do them.
Well, not every style is, for everybody. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be happy doing those little points where you did 1,000 zillion points to get some sort of, picture.
Pointillism?
I couldn't do it.
Pointillism?
Absolutely couldn't do it, but somebody else could. Everybody's got a style. Not everybody can do abstract. Some people can, paint very well, and they go to do abstract, and and they're just shocked when it doesn't you know, when it's not working, and they don't understand what happened, and
Hey, we'd like to thank Sarah for the donation and a Happy New Year to you.
yeah, thank you very much, Sarah. I appreciate it very much. There you go. See, we've got a kind of neat horse here. The Posca pens have, they come in all kinds of colors, which is really kind of neat, right? They come in all kinds of colors, and what I like about them is that they don't, here I'm sitting there saying that, they don't dry out, and they really don't. They don't dry out, but I would say this is we're pretty much done on this. I just wanted to see if this one would write. Will this go? Yeah, no, that one's not going. All right, so there you go. Here's our horsey based on this lesson here, how to do an abstract horse.
I like it.
Okay?
All right, entries are over for that one.
Okay, and we're done with that.
Here we go. And tallying up the tally.
What are we doing? You tallying it up here?
Going to be tallying it up, boss.
All right, tally it up, darling.
Clear them all.
Tally it all up. Oh, I like this one. This was the fatter one.
H-O-R-S-E.
Okay. All right, so there's this horsey, and I want this cook to do like this. We'll go ahead and use the regular pen to do them.
All right.
So how we got there? We got some entries in that, do we?
Yes, we do. We're going to go from 390 to 810.
Well, I think it's fair. That way, every time you enter, you've got a different spot in the
queue.
In the queue, which I think is important. Don't you think so?
That's why I want to do it that way.
So you're not just
You're not always in the same spot.
Yeah, that you're not. So I think that's just really cool. Right?
All right,
Like
we're going to pick a number. Amazon. Pick a number between 390 and 810.
Your random number between 300 and 9,810 is 4,677.
Okay, that will not work, honey. You aren't even close. Amazon, pick a number between 390 and 810.
Your random number between 390 and 810 is 798.
Thank you. See, I knew you could do it. 798.
All right. 798.
Sandy Gates.
I'm going to write that on this picture here.
Where?
Right here. It's right here.
Where?
This one.
Oh, on that?
Sandy
Gates. Sandy Gates is the winner of the colorful horse.
All right. And that sounds good to me, Sandy. I'll even send you this copy, right? All right. There you go. So that's Sandy. That's
Sandy
your
Gates.
horse. All right. So moving along. And if you want to know how more about painting that, then go to our YouTube, a lesson that has that. Okay?
Horse.
I mean, imagine. That could be really pretty big. All right.
It could
So you
be.
guys having fun with this? Are everybody having fun? Yes? No?
Yes or
Yes, yes, and yes? Everybody's having fun? And that's a yes and yes, right? All right. So if you guys remember, congratulations, Sandy. If you guys remember, one of our really wonderful lessons was these apple blossoms on this twig. Now that's a different style than this. I mean, what I'm trying to do when I teach you guys how to paint is not to paint like me, but how to mix the colors, how to find your style, how to find the things that excite you to paint, and then show you how to paint them. So we've got these apple blossoms. I picked a background like this, just sort of a dark green background, nothing too scary, okay? And I'm going to just move this little picture out of the way now. And what I think I would do with this one, right, is that we'll just do something very, very simple. I'm obviously not going to do the whole painting here, right?
Wait. Okay. How much
so
time you want on this one?
Oh, just give me 10 minutes. See what I can do.
Ooh, 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Amazon, give me a timer for 10 minutes.
Okay.
10 minutes. Starting now.
All right. She
All
says
right,
she can
I'm
do it
going
in
to just
10.
start something like this.
So what are we doing? One blossom?
Yeah, maybe just one blossom here.
Okay. Keyword for this one would be blossom.
Okay.
Blossom.
One blossom here like this.
Please get it close. I will search for BLOS. So
Okay.
blossom.
All right,
This is
so we're
fun.
going to just do...
We could do this all night long.
You guys, is this fun? I mean, you guys are liking this? I'm just curious. We I'm not getting a lot of feedback, so I have no idea, right?
Oh, you want me to tell you what? Yes,
I need to know what
yes.
people-
I love it.
Yeah, I need to hear
Where
what
do
people are
you-
saying, John. I need to know that, right?
How does everyone know who won before John tells the number of the person? What? Who won? Nobody knows who won until I tell you the number and who won, because the number's tied to the Excel spreadsheet. That's the only way it's known. You guys don't get a number this time, because I knew our server would not be able to take this traffic. And I want to thank, I think it was Stephanie that told me to use the Google form. I did. I don't even think to use Google Forms. And we do the entire Google Suite. We're Google Suite people. All right, blossom this time for the keyword. Oh, I'm liking looking at that already. You got depth in that. Look at the colors you're getting out of that. Tell you, that is the queen of color, people.
Thank you very much, John. Appreciate it.
We have over 500 people watching.
Okay, all right. Well, this is sort of a, it's a crazy thing, I know, what we're doing here. Okay, all right. So we're going to start with that, and then when it dries, we're going to add more stuff, right? So meanwhile, back at the ranch, while we're doing that, we're going to add some color to our. Let's get a kind of a, let's see, ultramarine blue here, more yellow. That's one muddy green. Let's see if we can make this work. Okay. See if we can get that to work. Okay. All right, we're going to say here's some green leaves coming up like this.
Here's a question from Joanne for you.
Oh, hi, Joanne.
Happy New Year, John and Jen. Again, John first. Notice how people are getting the hang of this? You people are off to a very good start this year.
Oh, okay. All right, John.
Just wondering if you are accepting more memberships, personal art coaching. Also, how many times can we send you our work? I might need a lot of coaching.
All right, so here's how the coaching works, right? You can send me 3 paintings a week in. About 3 paintings a week. It's about, if you're doing them more than that, I want you to take more time with them, right? And then if I make a correction and say, listen, fix this, you have the option of sending it back to me. And I'd like to see it back, really, back if I can. That's very nice to be able to see what you've done, right? So that would be good, okay? I would like that to, go ahead and see, kind of get a sense of what you're doing, okay? And so, that would be something that would be, kind of nice. And
yes, and we still are accepting members. You answer that question?
Yeah, we're still accepting. We're still doing personal art coaching.
And that's a very good question, because there will be a point that we will have to shut the door on the personal art coaching aspect of the lessons, because you have to look at Ginger's time. She still needs to paint, needs to create new lessons.
The people that are members will always be grandfathered in. This is how this works. Anybody that's signed up now is automatically grandfathered in. They won't lose that. It only will affect, say, the people that sign up later, and when someone drops out, then there'll be a space that open. But we haven't come to that yet. Let's just make that clear. We have not come to that yet.
We're not there. I imagine it will happen this year, though.
At some point it's going to happen, but not yet. And for instance, we're not, our silver membership is closed, but you can still, get monthly memberships. And
keyword is blossom. Somebody asked another question. Let's see if I can find that one.
yeah,
Do you have a YouTube on Perspective? There's a good one out there. If the gals can find it, you have a playlist on Perspective, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We have playlists. We've done so many videos, right? We've got all kinds of videos on all kinds of stuff.
There's one on a park bench that has a good perspective.
Too, and I
There's
also got
something else.
steps, all kinds of stuff we've got. Okay. All right.
Is Ginger going to be doing another auction soon? It will be in the spring. We're thinking April. It has to thaw in the studio.
Yeah, it's got.
I know we're in Houston, but people, it's 30s down here.
Well, it is, and it's it's a real challenge to be doing stuff. As you hear me hacking away here, right?
Tammy would like to know: do you and Cinnamon watch each other's shows?
We don't have time. I don't think Cinnamon ever says anything we do,
No.
right? We just occasionally, we collaborate. We really don't.
This is not
We
enough
don't-
time. You got to
just
think about what we do here.
We don't. She doesn't watch. No, not really. But she'll tell me. Sometimes she'll send me pictures of what she's done, or I'll send pictures of what I'm doing. But we actually haven't, got to the point where we're watching, any shows. Got some interesting greens going here, I think, which I kind of like.
Anne-Marie would like to know: have you taken the time to call the doctor for your cough?
Well, I do it. They gave me something. It's just there's nothing they can make.
It just lingers. It's a lingering one.
It's just got to go away. I just got to tell you, it's just got to go away. I think that's all that's going to happen to it. It's just got to go away.
Astronaut 1234 would like to know: can I use absorbent ground medium on painted canvas?
Absorbent ground medium. You know who you need to call is the people that make it.
Yeah, I'd call Golden on that one. 'cause I
Call
think
Golden. They'll answer the question for you, right?
I'm not sure if it'd like to go on over a painted surface or not.
Yeah, Golden will.
That's a tough one.
Golden will talk to you about. I don't know. I mean, it's a medium, so I don't know. But why don't you try a little piece of being your own chemist. Take a little piece of canvas and try it. See what happens, right? Get a sense of. I'm going to need a little more time on this, John. My background's taking longer than I thought.
That's okay.
Just not quite getting it, but we're getting it because I don't.
I was surprised you said 10 minutes on that one.
Well, me too. But I'm always an optimist, right?
You always think for the best. Hey, Cheryl would like to know: did you watch the movie Loving Vincent?
Not yet. I've not watched it yet. Everybody sent me links to it, but we have not watched it yet. Okay. We've not watched it yet. Have every intention of watching it, though.
How come I didn't get the link?
Well, do you read the Facebook at all? That's where it is.
Oh, that goes by so fast. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, and that's going to be another thing we're going to be discussing, we may limit that because I can't keep up with it. But the Facebook group, one of the moderators put the link into it. We have a private group that we put up with no shenanigans.
It's free.
It's free, but you have to be approved. You have to answer 3 simple questions. So the Facebook group is, well, Winnie will get it there in a second. I haven't seen anybody else up here. Kimson probably doesn't have it. Ginger, you left the country several times. That means that I should be concerned.
What?
That you left the country several times, so we should be concerned.
Why?
I don't know. Joanne, thanks for the donation. Thank you both for this awesome giveaway. Ginger is so fantastic. Whoa!
Thank you.
You think that's going to alleviate my top billing? I don't think so. They said it just sounds, it's more rhythmic. It's the John and Ginger show.
Rhythmic. Well, that makes sense, John.
Well, it's harder to say Ginger John and Ginger.
John and Ginger. Yeah, it does go better, John and Ginger, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I agree. We can allow that. It does go better.
Loving Vincent is being released by Amazon this month. Thank you, Judy. We'll watch it then.
Yeah.
If it's not on Amazon, we just don't deal with it.
Well, I'm trying to get out to the movies to see the new Star Wars painting. I haven't even done that, man. I'm such a Star Wars fan. Okay.
Can monthly payments be made so I can join before the... If you sign up before the prices go up, you'll be locked in at that price.
Well, that's the wonderful thing. We so appreciated everybody that's hung with us.
3 or 4 years. 4 years?
For years. We grandfather people in on the price they sign up on. And they're as long as you never lose your membership, you get the art coaching. I mean, you're in like Flint. That's just it. That's what we try to do.
Just lock it in. The prices. I'm just working on the page, and once the page gets flipped over, the new prices will be in effect. Tracy, thank you very much for the donation. Amazon, off. Your time is up, but
Yeah, well, I got to dry it and do a few little things here.
Oh, I can see. Yeah, you got. Yeah, I'm thinking you got another 5 in there at least.
Yeah, a little bit of time.
And that's
here,
fine.
but I'll dry it and just do a little something. But just give me a second to dry this. But I'm sort of. But if you want to know how to paint a lesson like this, we've got the whole thing on YouTube, which is free. It's one of the great lessons if you haven't done this one yet, right? So that's good to know, right?
All right. My birthday is not really today. I don't know where YouTube or Facebook came up with that. Mine's in August. And it says I'm 113, so go figure. Don't know on that one. I saw something else up here. How to win a painting. Enter. Oh, what's the silver membership? The silver membership is something that we run in December, and it'll probably be the last time we run it because we have too many people in there now. And it was a yearly special that we do. And we're only supposed to have like 50 to 60 people in there. We've got over 80. So next year probably won't be unless a lot of people drop out.
Well, it'll always be available to the people that are signed up now.
Yeah, the people that are currently in it.
The people in it will still get it. And if somebody drops out, then we'll open it up. But other than that, we won't. Okay.
Yeah, it was a yearly membership that came with some benefits. But that may be gone.
Okay. And
I'm interested in memberships. Do I begin with VLL or Wave and Water? I would start with the video lesson library. The Wave and Water are a more advanced class, unless you want to just focus on waves and water.
Yeah, and there's a lot of
You can always add it later.
You can always come back and you can always add it, right? You can always add it, which is a nice thing to be able to do too.
Yeah.
To be able to add it, but you can do that too. Now, I love these angle brushes because you can just let's see. You've got so much control over them.
Did you find my address? Sandy Gates, why would I want your address? You consider yourself a romantic impressionism, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that painting you painted upside down? I love that one.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we are a monthly, can we at any time upgrade an old price or not? If you are a monthly and you want to go to yearly, you will get the price that you would get at the time you signed up. As long as you stay current, you can move up and down in that same pricing range.
Yeah. So
Sandy, I have not looked at the emails.
In 2 years ago, and you've got and then you'll get those prices.
Yeah.
As long as you haven't dropped your membership, you still get those prices. That's what I think is so cool about this, is that we do that. We're very appreciative of the people that were very loyal to us when we first started. And
yes, Sandy, I've got your email. I see it. It just happened to be at the top when I went over there to look. 'Cause that email gets filled up with all the entries you guys are entering. So I get a bazillion emails. All right, we're coming up to the end of this painting, so we're going to make sure you're entered. One more time for the link from Sammy Bear.
Yeah, just keep.
Remember, the key word is blossom or blossoms. I would be looking for BLOS.
Yeah, key word is blossoms. That's what we're.
That's really looking nice. I don't know if I'm going to give this one away either.
Okay.
Guess I'm going to have to scan these before we give these out.
Well, these are fun to do. I think these were real fun to do. We're having kind of, I think we're having a, we're just, just trying to. That's one of the things I really like to do is layer paint. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean because that's all you do.
Just layer paint. Layer colors, play with colors, play with the different colors.
And that's why you're the queen of color.
Have a little color surprise somewhere. I don't know. Just.
If a yearly member of VLL and add Wave and Water, would we pay the new price? You will pay the price that the Wave and Water was at the time you signed up. So if you signed up in 2016, you would have that pricing. If you signed up in 2018, you would have that pricing. As long as your membership is current, anything you do will be in that same area.
Yeah, that's it.
Should we have a collaboration video of all the 10-minute videos that have been done? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I want to try to do that, but that's going to be probably not. It's one of those time things. Ginger will probably make a play now because we do it on the end of shows.
Yeah,
no, probably not.
Yeah, probably
no time not. No time soon.
We just do the best we can, you guys. But all right, so I think that's pretty much. I'm pretty much close to close to being done with this.
All right, let's tally out this one then. All right, last entries are in, folks. We're going to take a count on this one. Go into the spreadsheet.
We've almost got this looking at it like it's night, don't we? Doesn't it feel like you're looking at this at night?
Yeah.
That
yeah,
this
it does.
Is some sort of night garden thing going here. This is just kind of fun, right?
Text contains. Let's see what we come up with this time. Hey, there. Oh, not that field. I don't know if it'll work.
No, something not good, right? What's the matter?
No, everything's fine. I selected the wrong field.
Okay.
There we go. Awesome. All right. We got our numbers.
All right, we got our numbers here.
Oh, we got big numbers now.
Oh, good.
Well, you say good. You say patata. 800.
Yeah, I'm just having fun with this,
814 to, holy moly, 1248. Amazon. Pick a number between 814 and 1,250.
Your random number between 814 and 1,250 is 1,067.
And this was the Blossom. Number 3. 1,067. 1,067 is Debbie Garcia.
Okay, Debbie.
Debbie Garcia.
You're our new winner.
You're the winner of the Blossom. Congratulations.
Okay, Ginger will sign this and we'll move on, you guys. So again, if you want some great instruction on how to do this video and how to make stuff like this, probably not in like 10 fast minutes, but how to paint this, we've got this on YouTube. Here's our fast picture of how you might do something in a few minutes. And I think that was fun. Debbie, congratulations on
Debbie Garcia
on being our winner.
Please come to our website, gingercooklive.gallery, and give us your mailing address. All right.
Okay. Awesome.
What's up next, boss?
All right, so that's when that dries, we'll put the red slash. All right, so you guys remember how fun this video was? You guys remember this?
Oh, I do. It's upside down, though.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Remember this one?
Oh, I do that one, yeah.
Yeah, remember this one? All right, so normally we started with the blue background, and then we painted the fish. And this is a wonderful. We did a great big one. This is and showed you how to do the bubbles and everything. This is one of our really wonderful lessons on YouTube. If you haven't done this one, this is great. We sold the original, don't we? We don't have another one of these, do we?
Nope, they're gone.
All right, so we sold these, but we're going to show you how to do one. I'm going to do one. Somebody's going to win one. And I thought it might be fun to do it on this light yellow canvas.
Oh, that's a special canvas.
What was this?
It might be absorbent ground.
Is this one?
It might be.
Well, whatever it is, we're going to go for it, right?
Because I did some with absorbent ground. I just had a little color to it, so I knew I did it.
All right, so what I'm going to do...
How much time you want on this one, boss?
Oh, give me 10 minutes. Let's see what I can do.
I'll give you 12.
I'm going to do one fish, right?
Amazon, give me a timer for 12 minutes. I felt generous.
12 minutes, starting now.
Yeah, all right. So we're going to just do one fish.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow fish, goldfish.
All right.
I love Dr. Seuss.
All right. All right, so we're going to do that. So I just sort of kind of...
Okay, so the key word for this will be fish.
Fish, right?
Put in fish for your word.
All right, so if I'm saying there's my fish, right, I'm going to come in here and do my background. I'm going to paint my background in over this. I don't know what you've got on here, John. I just guess it doesn't really matter, right?
I believe it's absorbent ground.
Oh, then that's even funner. Again, I really need some paper under these canvases. I want some paper under here.
Who's wanting now?
Shh. Just get the paper.
Get the cheese.
Try to be helpful. Get the paper.
Be supportive.
So I need the paper.
I need the paper.
What part of I need the paper did you miss?
I need...
Somebody stayed up too late last night. All right, got to move this.
I got purple.
Okay, just do we have any? Yeah, that's fine. Just I don't care. Just throw me some paper down. There. Thank you. I just need to be able to go paint outside the lines, you guys.
Oh.
I don't want to do it over the desk because that's just annoying, right?
Annoying.
All right, now.
Just out of curiosity.
Okay, and again, I'm using a ruby satin silver 1/4 inch brush. Okay. What's that?
What do you guys think of that painting? What do you think of that painting? Look at the little picture. Gotta look at the little picture to see that painting.
Well, you could put it down here. Do you want to put it down on top of what I'm painting right now?
Painting. I didn't want to interrupt your 10 minutes, 12 minutes.
Oh, good.
I don't want to be accused of that. Feels like it's getting colder in the studio since you took my heater off.
Oh, no. Well, it is, right? It is.
Yes, it is.
Getting colder.
Okay, so we saw the secret word. Secret word is fish.
I bet they could guess that, huh?
Probably. We got a smart group.
All right. So there's this may be absorbent ground, John. This is very weird, the background, the way my background's acting right now.
You've got to be absorbent ground.
Let me dry this real quick so I can do the next layer because I'm not happy with how it's working.
Okay.
All right.
Fine. I pre-warned you.
Well, it doesn't matter if I've never used it on this.
I know.
So warning means doing squat. Sorry. Okay, next.
So you guys like that little painting? She's debating on that one. One she designed up, wasn't sure. You don't see your numbers anymore on the form we're using. It's done in a spreadsheet.
So say again.
The form, they don't see the numbers this time because we're using a Google form.
So how is this contest? Is this contest working a little better now? It's a little bit easier?
Well, yeah, it's easier because it's all Google done. It's not beating up our server. We're beating up Google's.
Okay.
So they like that little painting.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, we were talking about whether to make that a lesson or not. And I was not convinced.
Ginger will show it up here after she's done with this painting.
Okay, so where'd that funny little
So you can
brush
see it
go I
again.
had of Cinnamon's? What was this one? Okay. Now I want you to see I'm holding this. I'm making little circles. You see that now? I'm just changing how I'm painting this. See that, my little circles? And when you're making circles with stuff like this, somebody was asking about that the other day in the comments. You want to just work the edges. Always work the wet edges. Don't work. Just stay out of the center. In other words, don't make holes. You know, you can do layers and layers of little fudgy circles like this, right? Absolutely no problem. But you know, I want this to look like murky water. See that? You know, some sort of little pond here. So I'm gonna, you know, mix some blues and greens in here.
They'd like to know, did Spider's fish survive the...
Oh, I kept them all alive. Spider's fish survived, and
apparently he's really enjoying them.
And he's really liking them. He was just, I think his, you know, Honey got this brand new art table from us that was this giant box. I mean, it was like...
It's huge.
Had to wheel it out, and it could barely get in the car. And then Luna got this big dollhouse, and I was despairing what to get Spider so he wouldn't feel left out. You know, because there wasn't anything we could, you know, because you know how kids are when they're little. You know, if it's a big box, they think it's neater. I mean, that's kind of how it is, right? So, anyway.
This is Cinnamon's cloud brush you're using?
Yeah, the Cinnamon's cloud brush. Nice little brush, too, isn't it? Look at that. See how I've got nice little cloudy shapes? Okay. This is Southern Ocean Blue from Matisse, if you're wondering what colors I'm using. All right, so there's this, okay? All right, now, well, meanwhile, back at the ranch, we got to start with some clean brushes. Got to swish the, you know, when you're rinsing your brushes, you guys do know that you're supposed to touch the bottom of your container, not just swish it around, right? And then wipe it off on a rag, and then make sure you have all the water out of it. Okay, so now, back here, I'm just going to let you get an idea of what we're doing. The reason I did it this way was because I didn't want to dry the yellow. So I need to get out some more white. Okay.
I'm glad we ordered more white last night.
Yeah, so I'm going to get out some more white. Let's do some yellow and orange. Let's make some orange. Okay, and so we're going to say that this is our fish here along the side. Now, koi fish can be any number of colors, all right? Generally speaking, if you want it to look more round, have it darker on the sides. It's just the same principle as anything. Have it a little bit darker on the sides, and then as you get further up on the fish, you can lighten up the orange. Does that make sense? So that's the secret with this. You don't want it all one color. We're going to just sort of coming around here like that. So our darkest spot is going to be right here on the sides of him like this. And then again, we'll make him a little bit lighter orange as we come up, like that. Pinch the brush. You see, I put a little paint, and then I work the paint. Put a little paint, and I'm working the paint. Does that make sense? And I'll leave some of this lighter showing, this lighter yellow showing. And I'll put it really dark right here like this. Right, like that. There you go. See, so if I want, like I say, now you can take a little bit of purple and orange and make it almost a brown color. If you want to, you know, get the sense that he's darker. See on the side. Now look how much rounder he's looking by just working in a little bit of that. That's just purple and cad red medium, all right? The same thing here. I'm going to say he's a little bit darker like that. And this is coming back around, okay? So now the trick is, okay, so then what one might do is take some, you'll notice me rinsing the brush and pinching it, okay? So then I might just take some white here, and using this angle brush, I'm going to just suggest some fins like that, pinch it and do it again. And I'm doing it over the wet like that because I want them to look kind of translucent. Does that make sense? That's just titanium white, but I want them to look very translucent, barely touching it using this little angle brush. And the tail is usually translucent, so I'm going to bring this tail around and lift it up like that, just using the angle brush, and then fan it out like that. See, using the side of it and then lift, side of it and lift, and fan it out. See, isn't that pretty? Okay, and then if you want to be the last of the big spenders, You can take this little brush like this, just the tip of it, and make these little cat whiskers going back like that. Okay, like that. And let's see. Okay. So now I want to put something dark on the top of him. So I'm going to take a little bit of purple and cad red medium. I could have used black, right? And I want to come along here like this, and I'm going to suggest that he has some dark spots too. So a little ridge here. Maybe I'll have something coming down like this.
Which fan brush would you recommend?
Fan brush?
Yeah.
Oh, the one Cinnamon does. Cinnamon's got a really great fan brush that's just for acrylics. If you must use a fan brush, then that's the one I would recommend.
I like the way you put that.
I mean, I don't like fan brushes at all, but if you're going to use one, that's the best one out there. I don't use them. I know that it's a style, though. You know, it's like anything else. It's a style. All right. So, again, here's our dark coming around like that. So there's our little fat fish. Isn't he cute? Here he is coming around like this. Okay. So there's our fat fish. His eyes are on the side of his head like this. Okay. On the side. And I'm going to take a little bit of the white in the blue, right? And I'm going to just narrow his nose just a bit, like that, just coming in here like that. We're going to just trim you up a little bit, baby, and it's kind of squared off in the front, right? Now, this is dried enough now where you can...
Can you move that paper off the top of it, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is dried enough now where you can come in here like this and do something like this on top to give the feeling of, water.
Here's a great question for you.
What?
Question for Ginger. Any tips for doing the painting parties, pitfalls, successes, etc.?
What, painting parties?
Uh-huh.
If you were going to, are you putting on painting parties and you want to know tips for that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't do it?
No, you can do it. What would I tell you? I'm going to just put a little fin up here. Coming down his back like that. There you go. First off, have all your supplies. One of the things that used to just bug the heck out of me working for a load of Masterpiece, and Jeff's listening, I'll tell you to his face. I mean, I'll say it right to his face. So he never had anything in. We were out of paper towels, or we were out of paper plates, or we were out of paint. And he'd sit there and say, we don't have any more yellow, make it work. Are you nuts? What do you mean, make it work?
It's a sunset.
Make what work? I mean, make what work? Do you not understand how you mix colors, right? And it was always something. We were always out of something. It was a last-minute thing, right? And I would say that was the really important thing is that you're going to go through a ton of material, and you make sure that you have all your material. That's so important. I can't stress that. Did I sound like it? I can't. And it's very stressful on the artist you hire when you don't have all the stuff. Okay, let's put a little color back in here like that. There you go. Bring that around. All right, you guys, there's our picture. Is it 10 minutes yet?
Yeah, it's been 12 minutes. It just went off.
It just went off? Well, we're pretty good then, right?
I knew you could do it in 12. I knew you couldn't do it in 10. The absorbent came through you off.
Yeah, so anyway, that would be the first thing is have all, and try to get a deal on paper towels, but you're going to go through paper towels. You're going to go through paper plates. You're going to go through canvas. He used to get his canvas at Michael's, and they gave him a special deal, but you're still going to figure and pay at least $2.50 for 16 by 20 canvas. And you got to have brushes. You got to have brush cleaner. It's a thing. I'll tell you, if somebody wanted to make some serious money, everybody's listening to me now?
Yeah, they're all paying attention.
All right, so if you want to make some serious money, because I think you could do really well with this, is what I would suggest people do is sell I'm going to put a bubble here while we're talking, is sell for painting parties, sell an automatic brush cleaner where you just, a really good one that you put your stuff in, it swished and got the paint out. You've got to understand that if you have 60 people at a party, that's 120 brushes you're washing every night.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of brushes. So somebody could invent that. They could sell those to all those painting party people. That would be a real boon.
All right, we're going to finish up this one. Apparently the Queen of Color is finished.
I'm finished, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm just
Yeah,
doing
you're gonna do a
little bit of a bubble here.
A few bubbles while we tally it out.
Yeah, let's see who won this one, right?
We're going to be looking for fish. Condition. Fish. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna put a little bubble on top of this. All right, we got some bubbles. All right.
63. Okay. Amazon. Pick a number between 1,255 and 1,665.
This might answer your question. 1,255 plus 1,600 plus 65 is 2,920.
Not even close, sweetie.
We didn't ask that, did we?
No,
I
we
mean,
didn't.
I'm pretty sure we didn't ask that.
No.
Did we ask that?
I didn't ask that.
All right. Okay.
Amazon. Pick a number between 1,255 and 1,665.
Your random number between 1,255 and 1,665 is 1,591.
Thank you. 1,591 is Carrie Belcher.
Carrie, congratulations.
Carrie Belcher, Belcher. You are the big winner of the koi fish.
Oh, and guess what? The other example I want to say about painting parties is that don't go up on Pinterest or YouTube and copy all the artists. If you want, Cinnamon licenses her artwork to painting parties. You can pay her, and she will license some of her artwork if you're looking for it. But don't be. Make sure that your pieces are either original or that you've got permission to use the art.
Yep. Okay, so that was Carrie, Carey.
Carrie, congratulations.
Here, maybe I can even type this. CareyBelcher, winner of fish.
Winner of the koi fish.
Koi fish winner.
Koi fish winner. Chicken dinner. Good deal.
No, fish dinner.
Oh, fish dinner. Yeah, okay. All right, you guys, there's your koi fish. If you want to know how to paint the koi fish, we've got a nice big giant, it's a 10 by 20 painting lesson up on our site. If you want to know how to paint that. And what was her name, John?
Carey.
How do you spell it?
Carey.
What was her last name?
Belcher.
Okay, 1/1/18. All right, first time I've written that this year. So, excellent. So these are good things to know, right?
These are fun things to know.
I want my little wiggly here, my little eye here on my fish. There you go.
You move them around.
Gotta sign it right here when it's dry. All right. So, if you guys remember, got 2 more to go. If you guys remember, one of our most successful paintings was lessons on YouTube this year was this purple vase, glass vase with the yellow daisies and the other green flowers. You guys remember that?
I do. I was there.
And the reason that works is because purple and yellow are complements, and so the yellow looks beautiful with the purple background. And I've seen some of you guys have tried it with other backgrounds, but nothing is quite as stunning as when you do it with the yellow and the purple. It's really pretty, isn't it? So we're going to do something along the line of a vase and flowers, not necessarily this, but that's our next one. Everybody still hanging in there with us? If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. So far, giveaways. So far, we have given. So far, we've got this, the fish, the flowers. What's the other one? Is that all we've done?
You've only done 3?
Is that all we did?
Are you kidding?
Oh no, we did the horse.
Yeah, where's the horse?
Here's the horse. We did
Of
the
course.
horse, right?
Of course.
So we've done
You've done 4. You got
we've
2 more
done
to
4.
go.
So far we've done 4. All right.
That's very good math.
It is, isn't it? So
It
we've
is for
done
you.
4 so far.
It's
so
surprising.
good, right? So we're on to our next thing, which is our and we're inspired by this lesson. Again, we want to encourage you to go back and check some of these out. I put a new playlist together just today called Nothing But Flowers, 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 Painting Flowers and Acrylics. And so any kind of flowers you can imagine. We've got probably 50 videos on YouTube on just floral paintings, flowers in a vase, flowers on a balcony, flowers in a field. We got flowers, you guys, right? Yes? So,
So what are we calling this one? Daisy?
I don't know if it's going to be a daisy, but I'm going to call it something. Probably glass vase. How's that? Let's do some sort of glass vase.
All right, so we're going to go with glass. You have to have the word glass. Glass vase will be the secret word this time. Glass
All right.
vase. How much time you want, kiddo?
Oh, give me 15 minutes. You guys are up
15.
for that? I'd rather do a good job here.
Amazon. Set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
I love having all my things I can talk to.
I know, and they talk back, and it's so nice, and they all agree with you. It must be great, right?
It is nice.
It's just an ego thing. They all agree with you. I'm surprised you don't all have them trained to say you're right, John. Excellent, John.
Ooh, I'll work on that.
You know, I mean, just.
You know, we were hoping to get 50,000 before the end of the year. That didn't happen. We threatened to do singing, but that, you guys didn't seem to like that idea. So we're thinking poetry.
We're going to go for poetry, right?
We're going to go for poetry. I don't know of any poetry on YouTube. I think we'd seal the deal on that one.
Yeah, some sort of really bad poetry. I think that would be good. Don't you think so?
I think so.
Yeah. All right. So, I'm just making this up as I go.
Is the
you
key
guys.
word glass vase or glass face? Glass has to be in there. You can have glass vase. You can have a glass turtle. You can have a whatever. Just have glass in there. Must have glass.
Well, that would be good, right? Having
No,
glass.
it's like a fishbowl.
Well, it could look like a fishbowl, but we're just talking about glass here now.
Yes, we are.
Don't make comments until it's done. You're too quick to make comments here. You don't know yet. See, this is why it's hard for a lot of artists to even paint in public, because there's always the peanut gallery over there that has comments. You're just you may not be ready for comments, right? Does that make sense? All right, so
I'll just sit here quietly and observe.
that's right. There you go. That's your job. Quietly observe. Good.
I
good
can't
man.
do that. It ain't
can
gonna
do that.
happen. It just ain't gonna happen.
Good man, right? Just keep it up.
It's,
right?
it's nice that you want things, isn't it?
It's nice to want things, Make it so. That's like Captain Picard. Make it so, right?
Make it so, number one.
Make it so, number one.
Well, I'm really happy to know that the transmission has been flawless. No drop frames. Great output.
Oh, don't jinx us.
We only got 2 more to go.
Don't jinx us, because we'll do the best we can here, you guys, with what we got, right? We'll just absolutely we'll try to
make it work.
try to make it work here. Let's just make this a little smaller.
Now remember, we'll be back next Sunday with
With
another exciting lesson at 2:30 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing here, and also and remember, keep in touch with us on our Facebook.
Facebook group.
The Facebook group, and when John says we're closing it, we're not closing it for a while. He just doesn't want 6,000 people on it. We got how many people we have? Like 17,000 or something?
1,800.
1,800, and he doesn't want like,
We're
5 or
stopping- I'm thinking
6,000.
we're stopping at 5,000.
He doesn't want, because the idea behind it is when you're a member of the club, you can post your artwork, and people get a chance to see it, and they can comment on it. Does that make sense? And we want to. It's nice to have someone give you some feedback. Just today, even though I do personal art coaching for our group, every once in a while, if somebody asks for a little help, you may see a little personal art coaching going on. Could happen, which I think is sort of a nice thing, don't you?
I think it's great. I changed the name of my device. I have 3 Alexa devices in my room. And I have an Alexa, an Echo, and an Amazon now. So I can refer to them individually. Because when they all have the same name, they go nuts. And that's the choices you can. They only give you a certain number. I wish I could name my own guys, but
Me too. I'd like to be able to name it. I was thinking they should have that as a feature. You pay extra and you can name your own guys.
I give them
think
extra
that
$10.
People would pay to be able to name their own stuff, right?
Yeah, it could come in the future. Future upgrade.
I could see people doing that, couldn't you?
I think it'd be fun.
I think people might be willing to do it. Just as a thought, just again, still using the little angle brushes. Again, you're talking about a lesson that probably took an hour to paint, but we'll see what we can do as far as getting this all together. I'm going to have to dry something in a minute here.
Why do I need 3 Echoes or 3 devices? Because I'm a tech crazy guy.
Well, you guys don't understand what we have to have in order for you guys to watch our lessons on our Academy website. We have to have all the devices you have and make sure our lessons play on all of them. Did you know that? We have to do all of that. We have to make sure that it plays on your Samsung and it plays on your iPhone, it plays on your TV, and it plays on your laptop, and all that stuff. And so we have all that stuff, and John tests everything. The hours that go in to building these websites and putting these lessons on are extraordinary. I'm going to just dry this.
Go ahead. Her art will still be posted to Pinterest, not just in Facebook. Have the prices gone up on the website yet? They have not gone up yet, but they will either later tonight or tomorrow. We encourage people to go to Facebook and join just to be in our club. It's a private club, and it's a good one. We have a lot of people that did that. Yep. So, what else did I see go by here?
Okay.
Unmute you. You're back.
Yeah, go ahead, but keep talking. Keep talking to people.
John has to do all of that. Yeah, John doesn't sleep.
John really, he's working so hard on all this stuff. It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Do the lessons play through Chromecast? Yes, they do. Sam and I are going to be working on a video once we get the website done on the different things you can play on, because we have all the different toys to play with it.
Yeah, we want to make sure that that your experience is wonderful, and that so if somebody writes and says, and for tech help, and says, I'm just I'm not getting anywhere with I can't see this, or I can't hear the sound. For instance, there's so many variables. It could be your computer. It could be that some company in their I don't have a nice word for it. When they upgrade software, then suddenly everything worked yesterday doesn't work today. You know what I mean?
Well, like my Windows, this HP we're on, they updated it, and the fonts are all screwed up, and I cannot find where. I told it to change the fonts back to where I wanted, and it won't do it. I personally hate Windows. But don't tell Bill. He might get mad at me.
Well, but that's the thing. People just have no idea that when you
John, tell Ginger to make a lemon, ginger, and honey tea for her cough.
Lemon tea for my cough, okay.
Lemon, ginger, and honey.
Okay.
Sweetie.
All right, so we can do this one more thing in here before it
Which brush would you recommend for painting grass?
These angles. These
Angle brush.
brushes. I don't have a lot of stuff.
No, she uses mainly, since I buy the brushes, 3 brushes. She does all the angles. We've got they have 4 sizes of angles, so we have all those, but she goes through the 3/8 the fastest. The 3/8 and the quarter get worn out the fastest. And then she has a couple of brights, and that's it.
Really, truly. I mean, it's amazing. You know, and I use these all the time because they're just so easy. If I need a tiny little pointy brush, I just use the tip. I mean, it's just such an easy brush to use. Okay, I mean, just totally easy to use. You know, that's just hard to get excited about using anything else. All right, so now look how fast that's coming together, which I think is pretty interesting considering we haven't dried it that much, right?
I think you're doing a bang-up job on this one.
You know, we have not
still got 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, we haven't dried it that much, but we're getting there, right?
Well, you're doing quite a good job.
Yeah. So anyway,
moonshine and honey is another recommendation for your cough.
Moonshine and honey. Oh, the moonshine sounds fun. I think if you had enough moonshine, you wouldn't care if you were coughing. Do you think that's the theory behind that?
I think so.
I wonder. See, I mean, I got this little bit of dots here. Okay, so that kind of got that right like that. And then you see me doing this all the time and pinching it, right? And before I have to dry it again. Okay.
Steffi had Microsoft work with her for 8 hours for two days ago updating her computer.
Really?
The lost time in productivity with a Windows machine is phenomenal. I don't know if anybody's ever looked at that. Ginger, do you ever paint just for yourself? And if so, what do you paint?
Well, I mean, I do, but not for years. You know what I mean? Not since we started.
We put that out of the window.
I mean, you got to understand how many paintings I have to come up with a week. Have you ever thought about that? I've
Each
got to come
month?
up with or in a month's time. It's extraordinary the amount of paintings we have to do. You know, just we need some very advanced lessons for our academy. We need some very simple lessons for our academy. We need YouTube lessons that are interesting. And half the time, you know, I have no idea what, you know, that's got to be.
Oh, you were supposed to show that painting the last time. They wanted to see it in the bigger picture.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
This one. Somebody was saying, you know, I mean, I did that the other day, and I wasn't sure if I was going to. I thought, well, people don't know these kids. Maybe they wouldn't want to do it. I don't know. I thought I was, but you know, there might be a bunch of paintings I designed you never see. You might see it in an auction, but you won't see it as a lesson.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, right? Or you'll see some version of this, and I've done it 2 or 3 times. All right, so that's, I mean, that itself is kind of, you know, I think kind of interesting.
Yeah, we have 3 sitting around that have not been filmed, and she doesn't know she's going to film them. So they're a real collector's item. Because it may never see the light of day.
Well, that's it. See, they may not, right? Okay, so you see how fat. Now, see, let's
Okay, we're finishing this one up, so the entry form will be closed shortly. Remember,
you know, you can enter for this one.
Glass vase. Glass is the key word.
Okay, just our little glass.
Love it, cute, love it. That's a great painting. I love the little boys. Didn't have a girl in it too, a 2 boys and a girl?
Had 2 boys and a girl.
Yes, yes, and yes, and yes.
Yeah.
That's really pretty. I'd love to paint those kids. Love the kids. I love it.
Well, see, I mean, again, this is the kind of thing we're constantly having to think about, is that what would make an interesting painting? Let's see, we're all out of yellow paint. This is what you have to do when you're
out of yellow paint, get more.
Yeah, because, you know, you might want a leaf on top of the vase too, not just, you know, you want to have something that looks, if you put one on top too, see, then it looks like when you layer something like this, makes it more 3-dimensional. If you put all of these, then maybe you put a little leaf down here too that fell down. Like that. All right, so here's our small little picture, and then I want a little bit of a little bit of red right in here at the bottom.
Here's a question for the Academy. Do you have to do the paintings in the size that they're done on, or can you use an art journal to track my journey? You can size them to whatever you want.
Yeah, we a lot of the ones, the beginning ones, are done real small, like these are, so that you don't waste a lot of paint learning how to paint them, you guys. That's the thinking behind that, okay?
But all the paint's going to be resized.
Yeah, sure.
We have people take them big. Take some of these little guys and make them big, and we take big ones and make them small.
Yeah, I mean, so what I would like for you is to just, start them little, and then if you like something, then make it bigger.
Can you move that paper, please?
Look at all this. Why did I get all this messy stuff? Why did you give me
I was
that?
trying to find you a clean one. You can give it to me. Give it to me.
All right. Don't understand this messy stuff. Okay,
I was trying.
I know.
We'll love the kids painting.
Okay. So there's our
That's looking good. Ah. Your timer's up, man. 15 minutes.
okay.
You like it?
Yeah, I think it's not shabby. I might just do a little something with the top, but I think I'm good.
All right, we're going to close that form, and we're going to go ahead
Let's go
and
find
tally
us a
out this
winner.
one. And we're calling this one Glass Vase.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it, glass vase.
Glass Vase. I'm writing all over my spreadsheet form. Glass Vase. All right, let's get our responses.
Here, we're calling this glass vase, this little small one. Okay. All right, let's make this one lighter over here.
Okay. Most of them put in glass vase that time. Very good. By the 6th time, they're really learning it.
Everybody's really figuring out how to make this one work, right?
Yep. They're finally catching on.
Okay, so there's our stuff. I think we're in good shape here. And we got some nice, leaves coming down here like that. There.
Amazon. Pick a number between 1,680 and 2,135.
Your random number between 1,680 and 2,135 is 2,091.
2,091. Good number.
I want to pick a random number.
You want to pick another number?
I want to do the next one.
Okay. We'll have you do the last one.
I get to do the last one.
Patricia Simmons. Patricia Simmons, you are the winner of the glass vase.
Congratulations, Patricia. We're very pleased that you are.
We're tickled pink.
And I'm going to write your name on this one right here. On the Patricia Simmons. I'm going to write that on here like this. RICIA, right?
Yeah.
MM or one M?
2 M's. SIMMONS.
Okay. All right. So guys, if you want to know how to do this lesson, this is on YouTube. This is one of our, all right, how fun is that? Right? This was actually 8 by 10, so it gives you an idea. You can kind of tell it's not going to be that difficult. I think you're all going to get this easily. Be a fun thing to paint. And what a great, is this a good variety of the stuff we're doing?
It's a super variety.
Okay, so last one. I know everybody's getting really tired now, wants to go home, saying, when is this woman ever going to be through? All right, it's 9:30, so we've been on this, 2 hours?
2 hours.
So, should we do one more? So we promised you 6. You still want 6?
What's the last subject? Let's see what it is. Oh, yeah, you got to do that. It's my fave.
It's the ocean?
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't know. Something. And, just give me a minute.
Are you
Maybe
gonna
I'll
do
take
something?
15 on this, and I'll make you an ocean.
How many you want?
15. Give me 15.
15?
You guys hanging with me? Another 15? Should we do this? And again, if you love this lesson, on I have this is on YouTube on how to do this beach and and waves and fence posts and clouds and all that stuff, right?
All right, Amazon. A timer for 15 minutes, please.
15 minutes, starting now.
Yeah,
She's off and running. We're going to do a beach.
we're gonna do a beach.
All right, we're going to do, this is the last one. I know some of you guys had to go because we were worldwide and we lost some of our Europeans. I mean, it's late now, and Australians probably had to go to work.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm talking to Ginger about doing a marathon. I mean, let's go how far she can go. She has to feel better, though.
Yeah, can't get me when I'm recovering from a flu shot. Right? Let's see. I think I want to do.
That's a great background.
I'm going to say that this is the. Here we're rethinking it. Our thing here. Got to give me a sign. I got to rethink it. In fact, I don't want my horizon line in the middle. I want my horizon line. If this is half, I want my horizon down.
I don't have a key word for this yet because I'm not sure what it's going to be yet.
Ocean.
Ocean. All right. Keyword is ocean.
So go ahead.
Ocean.
Okay.
You can change your Alexa device to several different names. Computer, Amazon, Alexa, and Echo. Those 4. And they've all woke up.
You can't say their names.
No, you can't.
I want to, I think it would be really fun, myself.
Amazon, show me my timer.
Here are your timers.
What would be really fun?
I don't know, you were talking to Alexa. Were you talking to me here?
Well, I was talking to my gal to bring the timer back up because when I said all those words, she went out searching for things for me. The word is ocean. Ocean. That's spelled with an O.
You're so funny.
Ocean. I'd call it Steve. No. I know, it'd be nice to be able to call it.
Good cloud
something.
brush.
That's the first time you've ever used it for that.
Yeah, I've used it for a brush, but we're doing a little cloud brush here. Somebody asked about it. Like the colors.
It looks like it's behaving very much like your other ones did.
Yeah, it does, except it's a little softer. It's just, normally I'm talking about using something,
One of your hog hairs.
well, something big like this, right?
Yeah.
So this is nicer for a small painting. Sure,
Yeah.
sure is, right? No question about it. Nicer for a small painting than that. Now, let's take a little bit of our horizon line here, and we're going to say here's our horizon line of our ocean. Put that in, okay. And then let's take our wave here. And make this dark under here. Okay, and then let's take, let's get more of our Southern Ocean blue color out because we're out of that. All right.
And if I didn't have Southern Ocean blue, how could I make it?
If you didn't have that, you would use phthalo green, phthalo blue, and white. Okay, if you didn't have that, you would use phthalo blue, phthalo green, and white.
John, awesome work on your end. No glitches. The screen is flawless. Thank you.
You're
Well,
doing
you're
a good
welcome.
job, John. You're doing a good job.
Oh, you're just saying that now.
Well, I'm a little crabby when I'm cold. When I'm cold,
I know when you're cold and hungry and tired. You're just like a 2-year-old, aren't you?
No, you are. I'm just putting up with it. Okay. Yeah. All right. So here we go. All right. Now, this was, if you like oceans and you want to learn how to do this, we've got some wonderful cloud tutorials on YouTube. And then here's the thing. If you're a member of our academy, you can take any of our YouTube lessons.
And get help on them.
Not just the ones on the academy. And you can do the academy. Somebody said they weren't joining the academy because they just didn't want to do them in order. There's no order. I have no idea what you all want to paint, so I have hundreds of different subjects because not everybody wants to paint the same thing.
That was a very funny question when that came in. I would join your academy, but I can't get what you're doing in a week's done, and then what's the order? I can't get them done in order.
There is no order.
No.
There is no order, you guys.
Is there a way to fix paint when it gets all clumpy in the tube?
No.
Throw it out.
Throw it out. When in doubt, throw it out.
Yep, that's got to go.
Okay.
Yeah, you could try adding water to it, but it's plastic.
It's in a tube. You're done.
It won't come back to life.
No, just you can't let it freeze either, friends. No freezing of the paint. You cannot let your paint freeze.
As we say, we're sitting in a frozen.
But you can't let it. You just can't let it freeze. I hate to tell you that, but it's true. I mean, as sad as that is, you cannot let it freeze. And I know that there's the temptation is to let it freeze. Maybe just leave it in the car or something, bring it in the morning. And here's the thing, you may get it like that because it.
You froze in the ship.
It froze in shipping. It left. The guy stopped for lunch at a truck stop in South Dakota. You live out in California, and you're done, right? You got. What are you going to do? I mean, you're just sort of done in, right?
Ginger and John, what do we have to look forward to in the 2018 lessons?
Well,
a lot of good stuff.
A lot of good stuff. I know we'll keep doing florals because you guys have said you like them. So we're going to keep doing those. And we're going to do some more stuff. I think we're going to talk more about drawing. Some of you have asked that we're going to teach more of the drawing skills that we've got. Because some of you have asked about that. And I think that's a good skill to have. So much of this stuff is kind of, you want to do something fast, kind of like painting party fast. And I say it that way, but you've got painting party, kind of this fast idea of getting something done really quick. See, where did my purple go?
I didn't take it.
Oh, here it is. Just kind of running out of paint at this point. Aren't you amazed at all the paintings you can do with this little bit of paint that we put out?
Now, one thing we're going to be doing on the Academy side is we're still going to give you 4 to 5 lessons for the VLL members a month. They're going to be more complex, and they're not going to be done, I'm going to say, in a timely manner, maybe.
In other words, just because it's like Thursday, you might not get a lesson, but you're going to get the lessons a month, but we're going to take a little more time with them.
The lessons are getting more complex and more challenging. When you're doing these
complicated lessons, like some of the ones we have, like, for instance, I could show you some more. When we start doing them larger and bigger than this, then what we need to do, what we need to do is dry everything, Give me a second. Let's dry this.
Yes, boss. So what's going to be happening for the Academy, we're going to be slowing them down a little bit as far as how fast they come out. We're still going to get the same number of lessons. We're doing bigger ones, more complex ones. And so they take longer for her to shoot them, me to edit them, and to get them up there. So, hang in there. The Wave and Wire, you guys will still get your one. We're going to try to get some smaller ones in there too for some of the beginning people in the Wave and Water. But we've got a lot of things planned this year. We're going to up the level of lessons because you guys are getting very good with what we've given you on a lot of you. And so we want to up the game a bit.
We want to challenge you. We want to keep challenging you and teaching you.
That way we can keep you as members. Am I going to start painting again? Yes, I am. I'm going to focus on the gouache acrylics, though, because that's going to be my focus. Because I can't find a lot of tutorials on that, so it's something I want to play with.
All right.
With the Queen of Color, she'll teach me some things, and I'll come up with my style. So that's my goal.
Okay. Yeah, we want to, we want to have some nice. Okay, now look, all this paint's on the brush, all gets wiped off. And look what the angle brush can do. Somebody said, how do you make grass with an angle brush? Exactly like that.
See how much paint is still in it, even after she wipes it off.
Well, when you've washed your brushes, there's a lot of paint on there.
There's tons of paint in there.
You can sit there and you can wash them for, for a long time, right? I mean, that there's paint on there. There has to be, because you're just you're spending a lot of time with the at the sink washing all the paint out of the brushes. Okay, now like I say, the complete lesson for this is up on the
YouTube.
You can want to know how to do this. So we do have a Wave and Water masterclass where we really get into the nitty gritty. But you don't have to be a master to take it. But don't start with our hardest lesson either. Find out how to paint the waves and do some of the small ones.
Yeah, don't start with the angry seas.
If you paint something enough, you'll get really good at it. How's that? The thinking behind all of this is if you paint it enough, you're bound to get really pretty good at it. Does that make sense? So that's what we want to, encourage you to, consider when you're doing this. Let's see, I want this really light here, down here to the ocean.
Academy questioner, are there color theory lessons in art history? There's going to be more.
Yeah, more art, obviously more of the old dead guys for sure, right?
Yeah, we want to do more of that for our Academy people.
For our Academy people, do more of the old, dead guys.
I'd like to thank NHK for the donation. I don't know who NHK is. That could stand for...
Thank you. You guys, that's so nice. Thank you very much. Okay, all right. There's this. Now let's put a... I like those fence posts. Let's do that anyway.
I knew you were going to do that.
We got to have a fence post here, don't you think so?
I just knew it. I knew it. Yeah, it does.
We just need
it gives you that. It gives you that depth that it's looking for.
Yeah, well, that's it. It gives you a little perspective on how big something is. We got a tsunami coming in here. If you give it something like something to just sort of
balance it.
Balance it off of, right? That's what we want to do here. So something to balance it off with. That's our.
If I post all 6 of these, if I paint all 6 of these by Saturday and post them, what do I win? I'll give you a month membership in our Academy.
What?
That's what I'll do.
What?
If somebody paints all 6 of these and posts them by Saturday in our Facebook, and they're acceptable.
They're not just, they look good.
They look good. You can have a month in our Academy.
Right?
Yep.
All right, so that's for people who are watching this alone. Now give them the date, John, because Saturday what? Someone will see this in 2 years, right?
What is Saturday's date? Anybody know Saturday's date? Calendar. By midnight, January 16th, 2018, posted in our Facebook private club page, all 6 of them, you can get 1 month.
If you're already a member, can they donate that to somebody?
They can donate that to somebody or get a downloadable lesson.
Okay.
I think it'd be kind of fun. Pretty please, can we win Ginger's palette from tonight? Sure. We'll have a bonus entry right after she picks it. You want to pick for the palette or you want to pick for this painting?
I'm picking for this painting, man.
Ooh, yes, ma'am. I think my Amazon's been replaced. She won't be happy.
I don't like how she picks, man. I can do better. I listen to that going, I can do better.
How can you pick a number better?
I think
Do you remember the T-shirt you have that says 5 out of 4 people are not good with numbers?
Yeah, I know, but I still think I can do better.
Uh-huh. Really?
Do you believe everything on a T-shirt is true? Right? You're funny.
If it's on the internet, it's true. That's what we're told.
Okay. So is that not outrageous about what Apple, the iPhone people did with the batteries? You guys read that article. I won't go into it because I will get sued, but just read it.
Amazon, turn off the timer.
Ah, look at that, you guys.
You gonna put the wires in it?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm liking that. I'll
Look
give
at
you an
that.
extra
Isn't
minute
that,
or two.
I mean, that's sort of, look at that for, 10 minutes, huh?
Okay, a couple more minutes. Did I said 6? Didn't I say 6?
Yeah, I'm going to just dry these posts so I can put my stuff in, right?
Hold on.
Can I dry?
Yep, go. Yep. Calendar. January 6th, S-I-X. 6th. January 6th, 2018. Are you guys going to do more downloadable lessons? Absolutely. We're going to have a ton of them.
Downloadable
Tons
lessons,
of them.
that will be exclusive for the downloadables too. It may not
Yeah,
be
we're going to do
anywhere.
some just for downloadables.
Just for downloadables, absolutely. Like the monkey, for instance, the chimpanzee. That one's
I love that
exclusive.
lesson.
All right, so I'm going to put in the.
Chimpanzee is a great one in downloadable lessons. But yeah, we're going to have more downloadables. It's going to be a very busy year. Now, if you're entering in the Facebook little contest, you need to tag me in there somewhere so I know to go look for it. Because it's hard for me to find anything in that silly little group. Oh, look at the little barbs and everything. Oh, right. Get that out there so, when you're walking through the path, you get caught on it.
Yeah, I know. There's a trick to that, right?
Yeah, method to your madness there.
And here's our little barbs. And
those guys are probably frozen.
no, this one didn't get shaken up. You got to shake these things. There's a little ball inside most pens, and you got to shake the stuff up.
I'm not even hearing that little ball in there yet.
Can you hear it? I can kind of hear it. Get it close to you can kind of hear the little ball now. So you got to shake it up, and then and if you push too hard, you got to pump it. So the secret is Bob wire's kind of rusty, so you just
Give it a little color.
put a little color on it. Okay. There we go. There's our little bit of Bob wire. Now let's see. I feel like my little brush here. God, glad I've got some new brushes coming. I'm just about worn these out. Let's see. I don't want that. Where'd you go? Here. Okay. So here we go. I think we need. Let's see. Here's some. Let's see. We're out of white. Somebody wants this palette. It's pretty, isn't it? The palette, right?
Enter this contest tonight. 1 entry per person. Oh, a birdie. 2 birdies.
What do you think? So it needed some birds, didn't it?
Yeah, it needed a couple birds.
I think it needed some birds. Right? And it definitely needed some birds. And I would say that we were done.
Well, I would say that if you put the brush down.
Yeah, I know. All right, you guys, there's our picture. Inspired by this little lesson here, which is on YouTube. Right?
That lesson over there that they can't see because it's in the wrong spot.
Right here, this one.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you.
So inspired by this. And then here's it is. And when I look at this, I'm kind of squinting. I think you always look at what else could you use. Acrylics dry darker.
I knew it.
I might want to lighten up. Let's see if I had any white paint. Let's see, is this white? Might want to lighten up my
Easy, gentle.
lighten up something here.
You always
Okay.
make me nervous.
All right. Don't panic. Don't panic, senor. We're in good shape, right?
All right.
So there we go. There's our
closing
pictures.
entries.
Yeah, those are our pictures. That's good, right?
Yep. All right, I'm going to pick them up now. Here we go. And Miss Ginger herself is going to be the new picker.
All right, what is the numbers between 1 and what?
Hello? I'm just bringing the data in now.
Okay.
Are you still painting?
No.
I'm seeing a brush in your hand.
No. I'm not painting. Who painting? Who's painting?
No painting here.
No painting here. No painting going on here.
Whoopsie, that won't work.
Okay. No painting going on here, senor. Okay.
All right.
I hope everybody had fun tonight with this. I mean, it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is
but
crazy.
you know, we thought it would be go a little faster than this. Six paintings, and if we do it in an hour, it's taking us an hour and a half. But nonetheless, I mean, if we got out, let me just move this palette out of the way. Get out all the pictures that we did. It's impressive, I think, tonight what we've done. Oh, while John's looking, you guys want to see what John got me? Look at this. This is one of the little people, and it's an artist. I waited till you came so I could open it. Look at this. Isn't this adorable? Look at that. It's a little people artist. That adorable? How cute is that?
That is adorable.
But little people, you know. You've got a little person and a little grandkid. It'd be great for a little toddler, a little artist one. All right, so we've got this one. We've got our, whoops, yeah, here we go. Let's see. Some flowers. I want some color up here. Here we go, in here, like that. There we go, thank you. Got that one. We've got our koi fish. This is what we've done tonight. This is pretty good, right? Got our koi fish. We have our pots of flowers. What else did we do? Oh yeah, we did 1, 2, 3. We did this one.
All right, I got your numbers for you.
I'm just piling up our stuff, man. We raked it in tonight, didn't we?
Wait a minute, I got to turn the palette cam off because now you're using that.
Yeah, turn off the, yeah.
I got to back out.
Widen it back out so everybody can see what we did here, man. Look
I
at
can't
that.
back out. My zoomer's cold. It won't back out either.
No,
There it
look
goes.
at all the stuff we did. All right, so who's won this one, John?
Well, I don't know, Ginger. You haven't given me the number.
Well, what numbers do I get to pick?
Between 2,133, no, 2,140
Let me write it down. I have to write it down. What is it? Tell me again.
2140
Wow.
and 2560. And Ginger picks.
Ginger picks
I know it's gonna be
2,173.
2,173. Make her scroll all the way back up to the top of the list. 2,173. Brad Graham.
All right. Congratulations, Brad, for winning the ocean painting. You won the ocean.
Brad Graham. B-R-A-D-G-R.
Should write that on there, too.
Did I spell that right? I missed an A. Ocean painting.
G-R-A-H-M?
G-R-A-H-A-M. Brad Graham, you're the ocean winner.
Okay. How fun was this, you guys?
I think it was great.
Was this fun? It was a challenge for me, too. Got off to a bumpy start, but you know what I mean? I think that's okay. And maybe it's all right for you to know that your artist has those days, too. It's like, what was this? I don't know. When in doubt, throw it out, right? Kind of thing.
And that's what we did.
We threw it out and started again, and I think we had a very successful time of it. I hope you guys think we did.
And what'd you do with the palette?
Oh, the palette is... Oh, I piled it all full of stuff. That was stupid. Look, I just... Wow. Okay.
Don't put those on top of the painting.
No, I won't. I'm moving them. All right, here's the palette. Does somebody want the palette?
We're going to pick a number out of this group right here.
All right, from the same group, right?
You're going to pick a number, you want Amazon to do it?
No, I'm going to do it.
Okay. We're going to go for the palette. I hope you want the palette. If you don't want the palette, just let us know. Send us a note and say, I don't want that stupid palette. All you're going to get is the sheet. You're not getting the rest of our papers under there.
All right, so the number is 2,310.
2,310 for the palette. 2,000. 310. Sherry Mitchell.
Okay, Sherry. I will sign the pallet.
If you want it. Ballot paper.
Okay, Sherry, the pallet has been signed.
That's going to take a week to dry.
Yeah, well, this is going to take a full week to dry, and we'll varnish it. So, right, we'll definitely varnish it for you.
So that was Sherry. What I say it was?
Sherry Mitchell.
Sherry Mitchell, you are the big winner of the pallet. Hope you wanted it.
If you don't want it, tell us now, and we'll draw another number. We'll get the number on the next side of yours. So we'll do the next name up if you don't want it. So tell us right now. It's okay if you don't want it. You don't hurt our feelings, but if you want it, we're happy to send it to you.
So if anybody knows if Sherry's still out there somewhere, if they're scrolling by quickly, but okay.
All right, you guys. How fun was this? Was this that yes and yes fun? Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's always nice hanging out with friends, and I feel like you guys have been our friends, and we get to know you. And every time you post stuff with us, we know you. Someone says, "Oh, she's so busy, she doesn't want to see it." I want to see what
Sherry
you did.
who? Sherry Mitchell.
Yeah, Sherry.
Is that you, Sherry Mitchell? They just said Sherry who?
Sherry Mitchell.
I even put it in there. I typed it even.
Yeah.
Sherry Mitchell, do you want it?
That's the pallet.
That's the pallet. You're going for the pallet.
We're going for the pallet. And it's okay if you don't, because we'll do the next name on the list if you don't.
She's waiting for her to respond back.
So there's our pallet.
Sherry Mitchell. Come on down. Wow, I'm so thrilled. Thank you. She'll take it.
All right. So like I said,
go to the contact us form and let us know your
tell
address.
us where to mail it. Right. This is fun. We're going to try and do more of this. Again, I've got a birthday cruise coming up on the 30th. I think the last few seats are available or filling up. We talked to Zoe.
If you're interested in that, contact us.
It's a 5-day cruise out of Galveston, and we did it because it was super cheap.
Because we're cheap.
And it was super cheap. I think the inside cabins were really inexpensive, and this is why we thought if somebody wanted to go, we had a couple of people that have signed up.
Yeah.
About 4 people have signed up. We got we're all going to be sitting at the same table. It's cool. So if you want to do that, you got to let us know and talk to our travel agent Zoe so she can slip you in and make sure we're all hanging out. All right, and this isn't anything John and I are making you money on. We just invite you to come along and celebrate the birthday cruise with us.
Birthday.
So if you want to, contact us, and we'll again give you the last of that information.
All right, that's all I've got. I'm freezing.
Me too. I'm going to go down and get warm and take some hot tea. Happy New Year!
Hot tea, honey, and ginger, and a shot of whiskey.
Yeah, that's it. Happy New Year, you guys.
Give us time to get these things sealed and get out. Maybe the end of the week. Depends on temperature in the studio if I get it warmed up in here.
And we'll varnish and get it going for you.
Thank you, everybody. If you're a winner, make sure we have your address. If you're not a winner, join us next time. You could be. Anything else you want to say?
Nope. Thanks. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Night.
Night, everyone.